Hare Krishna. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuro Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnava Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhambitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Please repeat after me loudly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's how loud you can be. I am sure you can be more louder than that, right? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopaha Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namah Pankajanabhaya Namah Pankajamaline Namah Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Gau Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nukum karoti vachalam pangam langayate girimit kripahatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va yat smaret pundarikaksha saha vyapyantaram suci Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Hare Krishna. Are you all able to see me? Yeah? If somebody is sitting in front of you, you can change your direction a little bit so that you can see me clearly. Like I said last week, you don't want to see my face, but I want to see your face. There is a lot of space in the front. If you are not senior architects or senior software engineers, you can sit down. Who are senior architects have to sit on the chair because the L5 is already gone. Hare Krishna. Right? I am sitting to the pillar because my L3, L4, L5, everything is gone. Anyway. So, thank you very much for coming again. I'm very grateful that you're all here. Today I sent all the slides in advance. It's flooded in your mobiles right now. Maybe 25, 30 of them. So today's topic is what? Does anyone remember? रोज कुछ भी बोलो हम सुनने के लिए तैयार ऐसा नहीं है हाँ? Anybody? 3 modes of material nature. Hari bol. Yes, 3 modes of material nature. ये क्या है? English topic है. Doesn't tell me something Bharatiya, something Indian. Right? प्रकृति के 3 गुण, त्रिगुण इसको बोलते हैं. It's also called three gunas. Right? What are these 3 gunas? Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. Order में Sattva guna, Rajo guna, Tamo guna. या फिर reverse order में Tamo guna, Rajo guna, Sattva guna. ये है क्या? What is this? A lot of us don't know what this. Lot of us not been educated what is this. We talk about sattvic khana. That one thing is heard of, right? Sattvic khana khao, right? What does it mean to be eating sattvic khana? Anybody? Can somebody pass on the mic? Mic is behind. Yeah, you can be louder also. Come on, let's be participative. Today's session has to be participative. Otherwise, you all are going to sleep. There is a nice breeze going on, right? Nice atmosphere. Yeah. सात्विक खाने का मतलब क्या है? Food which can enhance your sattvic mood. So you already are adding sattvic into it. A lot of people don't know what is sattvic. So I'm trying to understand what is sattvic. Food which is good for your health.
Love, compassion.
Made with love and compassion. Yes.
Pure that can be.
Can you lift your hand, Mama? Sorry. It is pure. Yeah.
Can be given to God.
Exactly. Can be given to God, and it is fresh also. It has to be fresh. Sattvic khana khate hain. We eat sattvic khana, right? So something that brings good feelings into you after you eat it. Something that gives you good thoughts after you eat it, right? So I'm not even talking about God right now. God is above Sattva Guna. Right? Shuddha Sattva. It's called Shuddha Sattva. So there are three, Tamo, Rajo, Sattva, and above that is Shuddha Sattva. Can you all repeat after me? Tamo, Rajo, Sattva, Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva is Bhakti. Next level. Right? So, why do we need to even discuss this topic? And apparently, if you all don't have Bhagavad Gitas, please take one. 300 rupees is nothing to invest. If you go and eat 3 dosas outside, it will take 300 rupees and it will be gone. But this will remain for the rest of your life. Right? Hold that as a textbook. So, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is speaking, more than 40% of Bhagavad Gita is speaking about these 3 gunas. He dedicated a chapter only, called chapter 14, on 3 gunas. Then he continues that in 15, then he continues 16, 17, 18th half chapter is 3 gunas only. Why? Such an important knowledge. And Shankaracharya is saying that after reading all the Vedas, the Sar, the essence is Bhagavad Gita. So in 700 slokas of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is trying to present everything he has to tell to the humanity for time immemorial. And in that he is investing 40%. Close to 40% of... 40% is not a small investment, is it? He wants all of us to know. Lot of people who claim that they have read Bhagavad Gita, lot of people, they don't even know that there is Trigunas in Bhagavad Gita. I have spoken to many people. I know Bhagavad Gita. Achha. So where is Krishna speaking about Trigunas? Yeah, Trigunas. He talks about eating. Okay, then what else? What are these Trigunas? How is it applicable to us? Why is Krishna speaking Trigunas to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita? What are the shlokas where he is explaining us how to lead a life according to Trigunas? And what is the advantage of following these Trigunas? Nothing is spoken by those people who are not properly trained in Bhagavad Gita. I can tell you one thing. Maybe close to 100 of you here today are going to be something special tomorrow. Because you are going to learn something that many people around you don't even know. And this knowledge is very beneficial for you, extremely beneficial for you. Previous sessions also are beneficial, but this directly works on you, provided you allow it to work. Like a medicine, you should have faith and it will work on you. In the same way, hear this, and it's like a self-assessment. Right? We are in January now, or February 1st. Another 2-3 months, you'll have appraisals in your offices, wherever you are. Consider today is your self-appraisal. Today is your self-appraisal. Because Trigunas are going to make you think, which guna am I in? Right? What is the guna that I am predominantly affected by? After hearing this today's session, you should not go outside and try to find, you are in Rajagun, you are in Tamo, Tamo. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. Okay? This is for our self-assessment. Right? When you help yourself, you can help others. Right? So, these Trigunas, Krishna is speaking, and he's saying these Trigunas are like ropes. If you see the first picture of the slide that I have sent, 3 women are holding ropes and holding the person. Right? Can you see any rope holding me right now? Can you see? Is there any rope? See, that's the beauty of this rope. You can't even see. It's already holding me. Right? It's already holding me. Meaning what? It is controlling me. Have you seen a puppet show? Like this, like this, like this, like this. You think that person is acting, but actually who is acting? The person holding the puppet is acting, no? He or she is holding it from the top. One finger, one leg. She lifts this finger and my hand will go up. This finger, this hand will go up. So you think I am lifting my hand? No. Somebody else is pulling that hand up. And who is that person? Mother Durga, Parvati Ma. She is Prakriti. She is the owner of these 3 modes. And nobody in the entire material universe is there whose hands and legs are not tied by Mother Durga. Maya Dhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Saracharacharam Hetunani na Kaunte Jagad Viparivartate. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. According to my order, Durga is functioning. Prakriti, she is functioning. According to my order. My mistake. I should have kept it on silent. I forgot. Yeah. So, according to my order, Prakriti is functioning. Krishna is saying. So, what did he order her to function? Now, today, what I'm going to explain is going to be a very, very, very easily understandable way I'm trying to explain. It's a very complicated topic, but I'm trying to put it in very easy words. But at this initial time, if you have a doubt, raise your hand and immediately ask. Because after that, I'm going to go, and then it's difficult to understand if you don't understand now, right? We all have desires. Everybody has desires to enjoy. And you have come here to enjoy. This material world is created for your enjoyment. Because you asked for it. You asked for it. I want to enjoy. I want to be like God. I want to be like Krishna. Right? I want to be the center of the world. Right? When you wear a new dress, when you go outside, what do you feel? Everybody is looking at me only. Actually, nobody is looking at you. But then you feel, everybody is looking at me only. So indirectly, there is an aspect inside you which wants you to be in the center of the world. What is that? Your mind. Your mind which is full with desires. You want to be in the center of the world. So Krishna or God, Bhagavan, what does he do? He creates a world for you and says, okay, go, be the center. Try to be the center. But then, if you want to be in the center of the world, he also has to supply the choices through which you can be in the center of the world. Right? You want to enjoy. Now, something has to be given, right? Something has to be given to enjoy. A child wants to enjoy. Father has to give some toys. Without giving the toys, how will you enjoy? Right? So the whole material world is created and everything is created, is being given to you to enjoy. You are being given to enjoy. Everybody wants to enjoy. Everybody has desires. Right? Say for example, one person is going on the road and he sees, a balcony of one flat. Arey, kya balcony hai? Immediately after that, what happens? Now you have a desire. Right? So immediately Krishna tells Durga Ma, okay, iska desire aa gaya, iska kuch karo. Right? Immediately Durga Ma, what she'll do? She will, bring 3-4 choices in front of you. She'll bring a small house near a temple in front of you. She'll bring a big flat like my own Krishi and a balcony in front of you. Right? And then she'll bring a 70-floor skyscraper in front of you. Right? So now you have a desire. Now if you are in Sattva Guna, in mode of goodness, or in mode of passion, or mode of ignorance, you will choose that particular house. How? You have gone out. Now suddenly you have seen a small house with a temple beside, very serene colony, simple people. If you are in Sattva Guna, you are like, you know what? I think I want to live simple. I think there is a temple also. Nice Vedic vibrations I'll hear in the morning. And if the house is also small, I think I'm okay because actual happiness is inside the heart. What is there in big thing? So I will go and choose the small house. And I may not buy it also. I might just go and live on rent. Big deal. Why should I commit myself and do all that? I need a house. I think the house is there. Anyway, I'll sleep in 6 feet place only. Right? Like that, Sattva people think like that. Actually, if you go and see your friends, have you seen people who want to live simple? Everything, their choices are simple. They will buy a mobile also, simple mobile they'll buy. They'll buy a car also, they'll buy. They have money also, they'll not buy. They'll be like the choice. Confused nahi ho. They're not confused. They just are like that. We'll discuss more as we go ahead. So it's called Sattva Guna choice, right? So this person, he will look at the temple in a small house and say, you know what? I think I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I'll go and take it. Right? But Rajoguni person, passion. Passion means what? I want to enjoy. I will pay, I have to enjoy. Right? I want to experience that enjoyment. What will he do? He'll look at that, flat with a big balcony. Like something like this building that is my own Krishi, right? Or my own Vihanga, whichever building. You look at, I want this, right? Immediately what Durga Ma will do? Now Durga Ma has to do something more also for him to get that flat. What she has to do? She has to make sure this fellow gets educated properly because he has to afford that flat. Then she will inspire his parents to put that fellow in IIT or IIM or somewhere. He has to work like a dog after that, like a donkey, right? And then he has to earn that money, right? And he has to finally buy that flat with all, take a home loan, show that payslip, show your credit rating. I finally got that flat, right? And he will work so much that he will not have time to sit in that balcony only. But that fellow is thinking, I got the flat, I want to enjoy this. Right? Rajogun means what? My enjoyment, my happiness. I want it, my desire. I am the center of the world. That is the feeling that they carry. Rajoguna. You understand it? So what is Durga Ma doing? She's giving a choice also. At the same time, she's giving some difficulty also along with it. Why the difficulty is coming? Because then only you'll get some lesson, na? Right? Then only you'll listen. See, the greatness of Bhagavan is that he'll give you what you want, but at the same time he'll also correct you. So that you change your choices. At least after getting into that flat with so many difficulties, so many, whatever difficulties in office, tension, all that, hey, you know what, I'll sell this flat. Nahi chahiye mere ko. Pichla ghar hi acha tha. I'll go and stay there. So slowly he's promoting from Rajoguna to Sattva. You understanding? So that's one way of correcting it. You get frustrated. Tamoguna person, he wants to enjoy, but at somebody else's cost. Right? Mode of ignorance. Meaning, I want to enjoy. I'm the center of the world, but I'll not even pay for it. He will look at that big skyscraper. I'll try to get into this. He'll create some fake payslip, something like that. He'll get into that place. He'll pose that he's educated. Right? Durga Ma will create all that knowledge also for him, for him to be like that. Right? He'll take that flat, he'll enter into rental agreement, he'll not pay rent. Owner will ask, hey, what is this? You're not paying rent, you look to be educated. Very marzi. I'll pay next month, go. Arey, you told by 5th you'll pay. No, I'll not pay. He'll go and ask again, he'll put a court case. I want to enjoy. At anybody's cost. Tamoguna means at anybody's cost. I don't have any values or morals. The whole world is created for my enjoyment. You're following what I'm saying? Right? So, these Trigunas by Durga Ma are actually giving us choices to choose. Depending on our desires can be in Sattva, our desires can be in Rajoguna, our desires can be in Tamoguna. According to that, I will make that choice. You understanding? But what is Durga Ma's real target, real ambition? Is to bring us from Tamoguna slowly to Rajo, to Sattva, and finally to Shuddha Sattva. Right? Durga, difficult to escape. That is the meaning of Durga. This whole material cosmic universe is guarded by Durga Ma. Nobody can escape. Very difficult to escape. Right? And when you want to enjoy within this material world, you will remain in this material world. You will remain here only. Right? She will give you nice flat, nice money, nice education, good body, everything. As long as you don't choose God, you'll be here only. Nicely you'll be. And when you go to Tirupati and ask, hey Balaji, give me a nice job. Immediately Durga Ma will tell, Balaji, de do isko yahin pe sat de do. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, dukkha, doshanu, darshanam. Isko yahin pe rehne de. Paida hote rahega, marte rahega, paida hote rahega, marte rahega. Let him not come and disturb you. Because Narayan is very merciful. The moment you chant Hare Krishna, immediately he'll come, hey, my son is calling me. But Durga Ma will tell, wait a second, he is not chanting Hare Krishna to get you. He is chanting Hare Krishna to get some material benefit. So I will filter these people. Don't worry, I will filter. So Durga Ma is, one of the other jobs is to make sure the right people are going to Krishna. You understand? Right? She is the sister of God. So she wants to make sure everything is right for her brother. Krishna wants all of us back. Durga Ma also wants all of us back. But we don't want to go, that is the problem. So she'll keep us here. Okay, wait Baba. I'll give you enough choices. You want to enjoy, right? You want to come to Gopanpalli? Okay, come. No problem. From there to Tellapur? Bilkul. Jao, wahan bhi jao. Udhar se wo kya hai? Neopolis. Wahin bhi jao. Go anywhere. You like that flat? Oh, you want to be very close to the flat? Okay, next life. You can be lizard also. You can be a lizard and get stuck to your flat. Okay? In the bedroom, in the hall. You can do that. You want prestige? Very good. I'll give you IIT degree. You want more prestige? ISB degree also. Right? You can live like a donkey. Right? Earning money, working like a donkey. Don't know why you have taken birth. Right? Don't know. And Durga Ma is like, that's what you want. And that's what I'm giving you. Your desires are in Tamoguna, I'll give you Tamoguna choices. Your desires are in Rajoguna, I'll give you Rajoguna choices. Your desires are in Sattva-guna, I'll give you Sattva-guna choices. Right? Because if she doesn't give those choices, what will we do here? To enjoy also, God has to give something, right? Again. But God also corrects. Right? God also corrects. There are Devatas, there is God. I will discuss about this later in 10th session. What devatas give and what Bhagavan gives, there is a difference. Bhagavan means the source of all devatas, Krishna. And all devatas are working for the Bhagavan, like the Surya, Vivaswan. The person who is in the role of Surya right now, his name is Vivaswan. Right? It's a role he's playing. So Vivaswanji is giving sunlight to us. On whose order? Bhagavan's order. Right? There are n number of devatas who are giving this. They are doing the different kinds of roles. So they are giving. But if you go and ask for more from individual devata, what will they do? They are forced to give. Right? They are forced to give. Your quota is already there, but you want more. So they are forced to give. What will happen if you get more? You will suffer according to that. According to your quota, what you get, then you will be happy. But if you go and take more, so for example, you want more increment in your office. Right? Many of you are working. You want more increment in your office. What will happen if you try to get more increment? What you have to do to get more increment? Tell me.
You have to work more.
Work like a super donkey. Isn't it? As it is, you are working like a donkey. Now more than that, super donkey you have to work. Right? Then that boss will decide whether this donkey should get promotion or no. Right? He will decide. Right? But they have to work like that. So, according to our desire, we suffer. So if you go to a devata, if you go to say Mother Lakshmi, she is part of Bhagavan. If you go in there, mere ko paisa chahiye, I want more. Lakshmi Devi is like, I've already given you according to your past karma, and I've already given you enough to serve Narayan. Lakshmi Devi doesn't give money for our enjoyment. She gives it for Narayana Seva. Right? But you are enjoying. So you take reactions for that. But then you ask for more. Lakshmi Devi is like, hey, wait a second, I gave you. And I already have a plan. According to my plan, in 2030, your job, you'll get another promotion, you'll get this much. 2035, you'll get some disease, for that you have to spend this much. So that also I'll send again. 2040, you'll become a little bit old, I'll give you a little bit. So entire planning is done. Nirmala Sitharaman is not doing any planning. Already Lakshmi Devi has done the entire budget. Pura Zindagi ka budget is already finalized, sir. But then you are going to the Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Devi, what is this fellow? I already planned everything for you. Why are you asking more and more and more? Like that she is thinking. So then, what she does, okay, take more. She'll give you something more. Because you are asking for it. Then what comes as a reaction to that? Say your salary is 80,000 rupees net. You did so much Lakshmi Puja, you got 1,10,000 rupees. So how much increased? 30,000 rupees. So immediately you will get diabetes. But 30,000 doesn't belong to you, na? 80 only belongs to you. 30 belongs to whom? One other doctor who is greedy for that money. In your colony, he just moved. That fellow also asked Lakshmi, I want more. Okay. We brought that, the doctor came. So what will you do? You'll buy insulin with that. You'll buy medical shop will also get a share of that. And that fellow also will get a share of that. Everybody will get their share of that. Ultimately, what are you getting? 80,000. Because that is what you are supposed to get. You understand me? You are a fool if you think you will work hard and get more. You will get more, but that will not stay with you. That will not stay with you. Because what you are supposed to get is already decided. Don't count it by money. I will count it by happiness. The amount of happiness you should experience in this life through your fulfilling your desires is already decided. Right? No matter how hard you work, you will ultimately land at that place only. Right? You have to get this kind of a spouse. This much beautiful girl you will get. Okay, very good. You try to go and get more, then what will happen? She'll run away with somebody else because you are not match up to her.
She will fool you more.
Huh?
She will fool you more.
She'll fool you more. Always tension. My neighbor will take her. My watchman will also take her. You don't know. She'll laugh at somebody. Yeah, why are you not laughing at me? Don't laugh at anybody. Put a burqa. Right? All that will happen. Right? So, whatever you try to enjoy more, this world is not going to allow it. At the same time, according to your desires, Mother Durga will supply things in front of you based on whether your desires are in Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Did you all get introduced to the topic today?
Yes.
Clear ho gaya na? Clarity aa gaya na? Very good. Hare Krishna. So, if you go to your mobiles, if you're there in that group, there is Bhagavad Gita 14.5. You can also open your Bhagavad Gita in front of you if you want. 14th chapter, 5th shloka. Lord Krishna himself is explaining what are these three modes. Right? Have you gone? In the mobile also it is there. Second slide, 14.5. How many of you are not there in the group, in the WhatsApp group created for this purpose? Okay, there are 3 of them. Can somebody help them get into the group? Yeah, Prabhuji is, you are admin, right, Prabhuji? Yeah, you can try to add them. Yeah. Prabhuji will come to you and get added, because then you will not get these slides that I am sharing. Okay, so please repeat after me. Sattvam rajas tama iti. You all have it in front of you, right? Huh? So chant nicely, loudly. Sattvam rajas tama iti. Guna prakriti sambhava. Nibadnanti mahabaho. Dehe dehinamam avyayam. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai. Please repeat after me. Material nature consists of 3 modes. Goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, you will come back to me. Right? You should lead a life in such a way that we go back to God. So that is Shuddha Sattva choices. Right? With this much background, what is the time? 9:13. Okay, great. So with this much background, I think you will understand more as we get into shloka by shloka. Now in 14.17, next slide, 14.17, here Krishna is explaining, right? I'll read the translation, 14.17. You can repeat after me. From the mode of goodness, real knowledge develops. From the mode of passion, greed develops. And from the mode of ignorance, develops foolishness, madness, and illusion. Right? When you are in that kind of mode, what you become, what you develop is being mentioned by Krishna. Right? This is according to our desires only. Is God against us? Is trying to harm us? No, He's just telling that, understand in what mode you are. Right? So that you know how to elevate yourself from there. What all I should do to elevate myself. Right? Now so I've created a table. In the table there are 5 columns. One is the characteristics. And then there is mode of ignorance, mode of passion, mode of goodness, and mode of purified goodness, Shuddha Sattva. Right? So for each one of these characteristics, how a person in mode of ignorance would behave, how a person in the mode of passion would behave, how the person in the mode of goodness would behave, and how the person in pure goodness would behave. We are going to discuss it according to the shlokas. Right? For all these things there are shlokas. So general characteristics of a person in mode of ignorance. Just pass on the mic. Who has the mic here? Lift your hand. Yeah. So you can give the mic. I want everybody to read. Now if I ask you to, you can give the mic here. Let it start from here. It will go all the way till the back. Okay? You can give it to Radhika Mataji. She'll start. So mode of ignorance. Right? Now read Mataji. In mode of ignorance, how a person will be.
Mode of ignorance. Tamo. Foolishness, madness, illusion, indolence and sleep.
In sleep. Right? Now these people in mode of ignorance, they always are sleeping. We'll see them. 2 minutes again they'll sleep. Sleep is good for health only, but there is a time to sleep. Why these people are sleeping in the daytime also, in the offices also, bus also, here also, there. Why? Because they not slept properly in the night. Right? They are not sleeping at the time they are supposed to sleep. They are indulgent into so many other wrong activities, madness, illusion. They always live in their own world. They have their own conclusions. Nothing is based on knowledge. Right? They will conclude according to what they feel is right. Meri marzi. Right? They tell Meri marzi. I am doing this, my decision, my reaction. You can't tell them good advice also. Go and tell them, once in my college, I was trying to give a good advice to my friend. He used to smoke. So I told him, why are you smoking? You should not smoke, it will spoil your health. That fellow told, I want to create a cloud in my name before I die. That is why I am smoking. Now what advice you can give that fellow? So he every day is smoking to make that cloud in his name before he dies. So mode of ignorance people, they'll use their intelligence for doing wrong things. They'll give intelligent answers, but their intelligence is eventually going to harm them. You understand it? They're very bound by their choices. They're very bound. You don't think it's freedom. They're not free. By smoking, they're not free. They're actually bound by their choices. I'll tell you one more example. This was of my previous boss, long time ago. So I used to travel to US for some work, on the company behalf. So I don't like, like too many hops when I travel. So I used to, but being a junior employee, they never used to give me a direct flight. They'll always give me some nonsense flight. So I used to go and beg the travel desk fellow, please give me a decent flight. Baba, मेरे से नहीं होता है. So he used to give me a flight, I was to work in Chennai that time. So Chennai to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Atlanta. I used to land in Atlanta, from there Phoenix. So 3 flights. So I had to go to Phoenix, so 3 flights. Okay, very good. So then one day my boss told, I'm also coming on the tour. So my boss's boss is very senior. He said, very good. What is the advantage of going with him? Direct flight. Because वो मेरे साथ जाएगा ना. I'll also go with him, direct flight. So I said, yeah, now my itinerary will be good. I'll get, Chennai to Bombay, Bombay to Atlanta, direct. There are some big, Bombay to New York, direct flight is there. I don't have to hop over Europe or Middle East or anywhere. They're very nice. Then I got my itinerary. I got a shock of my life. There were 7 flights. I said, what? My life before was good. 3 flights. He has 7 flights. This fellow, he gave me from, I don't remember exactly, but it was like Chennai to Bombay, Bombay to Dubai, Dubai to Frankfurt, something, same direction. Then there to Boston, Boston to Atlanta, Atlanta to Denver, Denver to Phoenix. What nonsense is this? I went into, hey, what is this? 2.5 days I'm traveling only. Why? No, your boss wanted it like that. So why my boss would ask something like this? Then I can't go and ask my boss, right? He's not my boss, he's my boss's boss. Bossano boss. I want to become Dasano Das. But anyway, so I just traveled with him in the flight. I just said, okay, whatever is the thing, maybe the rates are very high, maybe that is the reason they chose that flight. Then I understood why this fellow was choosing so many flights. Every 3 hours he has to smoke. Every 3 hours that fellow has to smoke. So he took the flights in such a way, every 3 years he'll land. And he can go to that smoke yard and, in that place and he'll smoke. But that stupid cigarette, I had to die, right? I have to go through all that. Now you tell me who is more free, the person who smokes or the person who doesn't smoke? Who doesn't smoke is free, na? Person who smokes is bound. He thinks he's, I'm so cool. No, you're not cool, you're a fool. Isn't it? You're totally bound. Without that, he can't live. But without that habit, I can nicely live. So, Tamoguna people, they think they are free by doing Tamoguna activities. I am drinking. Yeah, you people don't know how to enjoy. I am drinking. No, they don't know how to enjoy life. If 5 friends meet in Tamoguna, they have to drink because they don't know what to do with each other. Right? After they meet, they don't know. They'll just look at each other. Like this. After first peg, like this. After second peg, third, fourth peg. Oh, see, you are my friend, this, that. Yeah, all love will come out after 4th peg. Until 4th peg, no love, no connection, nothing. This is Tamaguna. And they will come and tell us, hey, you don't know how to enjoy. You don't know what is love. We love each other when we drink. You don't know this is mohabbat. Right? They'll tell like that. But Sattva people, they don't need any alcohol to become friends. They can be very jolly and very happy. 3 hours, people are sitting here without any, there's some problem, but the point is, you don't need alcohol for that. You don't need bad habits for that. You can be very nice all the time. Don't you want to be in that kind of consciousness? Where you're not dependent on a TV serial. One fellow in depression, all the time is in depression. The moment he sees Great Indian Laughter Challenge, he'll be very happy. Or Jabardast serial, he'll be very happy. The moment serial gets over, again his face will become like a donkey. So what is the point? Your life should be Jabardast all the time. Not when the serial Jabardast is coming. You are dependent on somebody else to crack jokes, to make you laugh. Right? That is not life. Life should be me. I'm always happy. I'm satisfied with what I have. Isn't it? Tamoguna people, they are foolish. They are fools. Fool number one. They are in madness. Madness means what? What is the definition of mad fellow? You tell him anything good, he'll do bad. He'll prove it to do, and he'll do that also. Right? And they are always in illusion. They are in their own world. And they are always in indolescence. They'll easily get affected by bad choices. And finally, they'll sleep all the time. You give them some free time, they'll sleep. Right? So this is passion. Yeah, pass the mic. Next one. Who is reading the next one?
Mode of passion, Raju. Unlimited, uncontrollable desires and longings. Intense endeavor. Greed, bondage to material fruitive activities, and attachment to fruits of action.
Unlimited, uncontrolled desires. Mode of people, mode of passion. कुछ अंत ही नहीं है. You are like, I'll tell you one example. There used to be one fellow, I was doing my CA and I was not very intelligent. I was like lower than intelligence. So one fellow was there. His father was a banker. Right? Now, this fellow was a science student. His father was a chartered accountant. So he wanted his son to become a chartered accountant. Very highly ambitious fellow. So he forced him to come into chartered accountancy. Now every day in the office he used to cry. Why am I doing CA? I have no interest. My father asked me to do CA. I said, don't do CA, no? No, I want to be a good achiever because my father wants to be a good achiever. So what do you want in life? I'll do whatever it is, but I'm not happy with what I'm doing. Like, all the time crying. All the time. Even when good marks are coming, he's crying. So we wrote our CA inter exam. And in an entire office, the people were like very much scared. Those days, I'm talking about 98, 97, right? That time, the pass percentage of CA was very, very less. Very less. Hardly 1% could pass. That's all. So you must, why are other people writing only? But we used to go and write, somebody will pass. So, we all were at the CA Institute in Red Hills near, Lakdi Kapul. The old CA Institute is there. So we were waiting for the result. That time there was no internet results. We used to come in a paper. They'll keep the paper inside. I was pakka going to fail. I already know. Because I know how I've written. So I was actually relieved. No tension only. I was going and sitting outside. We all are sitting outside. 10 o'clock. Still they have not kept the paper on the notice board. We are all waiting. Around 2,000 children are there outside. This fellow also was there. So then the results came. So immediately everybody ran. I didn't run because what is the point? Anyway, it's not there, I know. It's not there. It cannot be there. I know my assessment. So then one fellow started coming. He was like, Arey yaar, I thought I'll pass this time. I said, no problem, just relax. So then I was like, what is that? Sympathy giver to everybody. People thought this fellow is very big-hearted. I'm not big-hearted. I was going to fail anyways. So no tension. So I was telling her, don't take it easy. Look at me, how happy I am. So you don't need to be, like that. So then this fellow came. He looked at his result, he came. And somebody, came, hey, this fellow passed. Then this fellow came, like standing beside me like this. Hey, what is that you passed? Like, out of, rare result you passed. The fellow is like, what is the big deal? Huh? Hey, what is this? You passed. Everybody is crying here. Fellow, you passed. One other fellow was getting really wild. He was already angry, that he has failed. And this fellow has passed and he is not happy. Then that fellow asked him, why are you not happy? I didn't get a rank. My father expects a rank. That fellow was searching for a brick. Sir, people caught him. Hey, mat maar, isko zinda rehne ka, he should not be alive. He doesn't deserve to live only. Bloody hell, he passed, now he is crying for that also. In Telugu we say that, Edu Gattodu antaru. हमेशा रोते रहते, कुछ भी मिला जिंदगी में रोते रहता हूँ, सब चीजों में रोते रहता. He got a good job also, he was crying after that. You know? So these people are so passionate. Everything is for my enjoyment only. My enjoyment. Even they get also, they'll not be enjoying. Passionate people. Rajogunu. Unlimited desires. They can be happy with what they get, right? No. Uncontrollable desires and longings. Intense endeavor. They work like dogs. You go and see in the offices, sometimes. What are you doing? I'm working. I'm also working. Why are you working so much? No. I'm working. Work is worship. I'm working. Where is worship? That is not there. But work is worship. Where are you working? Now this age is to work. When you work young, you'll be happy when they are old. No, they'll not be happy. After becoming old also, they'll be working. They don't know what to do with life. Right? So what janma they'll get in next life? Donkey. Everybody can tell donkey? No. Maza nahi. Gada. Bolo? Gada. Gada bolega. Simple. Right? So that is what they wanted. That is their nature. So work. What is the aspect of donkey? Why we choose donkey as a choice? Poor donkey. Right? Why that animal? Because he works for nothing. Actually, he works for nothing. That is a donkey. One donkey, he was being beaten by the master. And itna load डाल के उसको लेके जा रहा. Another donkey was simply grazing grass here somewhere. So the donkey is looking at this donkey. Right? So the donkey is, lifting so much, and after a whole thing, that fellow owner will take the donkey to a place and give what? Grass only. He'll give grass only. So this donkey went and asked that donkey, why are you working so much? I am anyway getting grass. Grass is available everywhere. You are anyway going to eat that grass only. Why are you working like so much? The donkey told, hey, don't know. I have a plan. Really? What plan you have? See, the other day that owner was talking to his daughter. The daughter, she doesn't study properly in the college. So he told his daughter, if you don't study, I'll marry to your donkey. So I'm thinking someday that, that girl will marry me. Right? This is called donkey intelligence. Okay? The same thing. You go for appraisal, they'll tell, you don't see the bigger picture of the company? You don't understand the goals and vision? You should add value. And what will you think? Yes, I should add value. You know what? Like the donkey, you think about the daughter. You'll never get that add value. You'll never understand what is that add value. You'll never understand what is the big picture. You'll never get that increment. But you'll work like a donkey. Right? So this is called passionate people. They don't know what to do in life. I want to become the youngest project manager and die before becoming project director. Because he'll work like that. His back is gone, neck is gone, health is gone, diabetes is gone, everything gone. All hospitals he has taken darshan. Right? So then what will be left? He'll die. Passion, no? I want to. So, right? So like that they are. They are very greedy also. They are not satisfied with anything one. Very greedy. They are bondage with material fruitive activities. Bonded, material fruit. I'll do this, I'll get. Even when you go for puja also. What will I get by doing this? I'll get this. Then I'll do. Then it is important. Right? They are very bonded to the results. Attachment to the fruits of action. Only if I get this, I'll do this. Otherwise, I'll not do that. And if I don't get that, I'll go somewhere else. Right? One fellow used to go to, some temple, Venkateswara Swami temple. Then he asked for promotion. He did not get promotion. Then what did he do? Next, Hanumanji temple. Hanumanji will take care. Hanumanji is not also working. Then what did he do? Some other temple. So who is it? Lord Shiva temple. From Shiva temple, no, none of the devatas are working. Then Baba, Daba also will start. Right? So wherever I get anything, Amma, Baba, Daba, give up, they'll go. Because passion. I want my answers. I want my result. You understanding, right? I'll worship anybody. They'll go and worship a political leader also. Yeah? Oh, Bhagwan Jaisa Hamara political leader. They'll put Abhishek also on that political leader. That fellow also wants that. The whole world is working like that, Passionate people. You understand what is passionate people now? Hare Krishna. Mode of goodness. Next. How people in the mode of goodness are?
Relative purity.
Loud Mataji, everybody has to hear.
Relative purity, illumination, happiness and freedom from sinful reactions,
conduct you to real knowledge.
These people always seek knowledge. Wherever they see anything being taught, they'll go and sit. They say, I want to learn more. Let me understand more. I'm not perfect, I want to become perfect. At least they have that desire. They have the desire to become perfect. Right? And they live a life in such a way that they don't commit sins. Whatever the rules they'll follow. You'll never see them stuck anywhere in any problem. They'll just follow the rules. They'll go by the code. They'll file their income tax return, right? They will be nice with their neighbors. They'll generally do whatever puja is needed, right? They'll do Gayatri mantra, they'll do this mantra, that mantra, everything. According to the time, they'll do all those things. They are in Sattva Guna. And relatively pure. They'll not do anything that will harm anybody, right? Okay. Now, what is the problem in being in Sattva? Is there a problem? Do you see any problem? What is the problem being in Tamo? What of ignorance? You will suffer, you will make others also suffer. In your next life also you will be suffering only. What is the problem being in Rajo? You will suffer, pakka. Right? You will keep desiring for that happiness, you will never get. Right? What is the happiness in being in Sattva? You are satisfied. But what is the problem in being in Sattva? You again come back. Right? You again come back. That is the problem. But I am leading a good life now. Now what is the problem? I'll give you an example. Say just imagine you are standing in Gauli Doddi. You know where is Gauli Doddi, right? Local example, so you all can relate to. And there is this Wipro junction. Right? There is a Wipro junction. So you are standing in Gauli Doddi and one fellow comes in his whatever car. Name a car. One car. Car ka naam bolo? Huh? Kia. One Kia car. Acha brand hai. So he comes in Kia car. So you're standing in Gauli Doddi, this person is going in Kia, he goes, then he takes a U-turn near Wipro Junction, again he comes back to Gauli Doddi. You're standing there. You just now saw him. Again he comes to Gauli Doddi, again he takes a U-turn, again he's going. Again he goes to Wipro Junction, again he comes back to Gauli Doddi. You're looking at this fellow, what's going on? Every 15 minutes you're seeing him. Right? He's coming in the car, he's going. And after some time traffic increased. So every half an hour you're seeing him. He goes from here to there. All that pain he's taking, coming back. So you stopped him. You will get a doubt now, what is going on. How many will get a doubt? Aega nahi aega. Bar is going and coming back. So you stop that person. Hare Krishna. So you stop that person. And you ask, sir, where are you going? I'm sorry, don't mind. I'm seeing you, you're coming again and again. And that person, hey, wait. Meri marzi. Sir, your marzi only, sir. I'm not telling you. But where are you? You're going, why are you going? Hey, wait a second. I'm maintaining speed limit. Huh? Sir, I know you're maintaining speed limit, sir. But, why? I have license also. Sir, I know, sir, you have license. You're maintaining speed limit. Right? But, sir, why are you going where? My car. I have not stolen this car. You have no right to ask. My car. Sir, your car only. Since morning I am seeing, 8 times you have taken U-turns. The last 2 hours, 2 8 times I have seen you. Sir, I only want to know what exactly you are doing. I am putting AC also. I am happy also inside the car. I am going also. What is your problem? What is your problem? What will you tell? Atlanta ఏమంటారు? తెలుగులో ఏమంటారు అట్లంటే? పిచ్చోడు అంటారు. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं ऐसे? पागल बोलते हैं, है कि नहीं? ऐसे कैसे बोलते पागल? He is following traffic rules. His own car only. Right? So everything is doing right now. Why are you telling pagal? Tell me. Huh? He has a aim. He has a aim. He wants to do U-turn. He has a aim. Simple. He has.
Because he's going round and round doing the same thing again and again with no reason.
With no reason. Yeah. Akalmand ladka. Yeah. So here is a point, right? It's a no-brainer to think he's a fool because without a reason he's going around. But who can see that? The one who is able to observe him. You're observing him, you're able to see him. In the same way, God also is observing us. And sadhus, whom God sends, they also come and observe us like this. What is going on with this fellow? Right? And they can see the reality. You can't see the reality because you are driving. You are very happy, you are very busy, you are very pushing yourself to make the U-turn and come back. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. One life you are a woman, one life you are a man, one life you are a strong man, one life you are a prime minister, one life you are a director, one life you are an architect, one life you are a carpenter, one life you are this, one life, ek life mein gada, kutta, bhais, all that is going on. Right? And Krishna, hey, wait, why wait? I am doing Satyanaratam, right? Be happy. Nariyal diya na? Be happy. Krishna, Nariyal is okay, but don't disturb me. I am being nice to your people. No? I am not disturbing anybody. I am maintaining speed limit. Right? I am going to temple also. I went to Chardham also. I went to Kumbh Mela also. Abhi dubki maar ke aaye. Where is Kavit? You went to Kumbh Mela also, but then what? But then what else you want? I am happy. This is the problem with Sattva Guna. Meaningless life. Happy life, but meaningless life. Why are they doing what they're doing? Do they know what makes God happy? They don't care also. What makes them happy, they'll do. They'll do upavas also. They'll do puja also. They'll give charity also. They'll do everything, but they don't know why. अच्छा लगता है, देना अच्छा है. My grandsisters, grandparents told, I'm doing, it's in our family to do these things, we'll do. We are not against it, but we are saying do it with a purpose and with a understanding. Right? Otherwise what will happen? You'll keep coming back here. You'll do the same chakkar, Gauli Doti se Vipro, Vipro se Gauli Doti. That's all happen. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Janma. And God is able to see how you are suffering. Petrol is getting over, mileage is getting over, right? Day is getting over, your life is getting over, you're becoming old, but you're not still taking a decision. You are so old, still you are not taking a decision. Why are you living this life? You go and ask an old person, what did you achieve in life? I have, passed on the properties of my father to my son. I have not eaten anything in between. I have added more properties to that. My grandchildren will be happy. My family is very proud of me. These answers are like same thing. I maintain my speed limit. I have a license. I am going. Arey tu paida kyun hua? Did you take birth to multiply your properties? Did you take birth to give it to your grandchildren? You should do that, but is that the purpose of life? Is that what you are born for? Vedas are not telling that. I'm sorry. Your manual of life, scripture is not telling that. What is scripture telling? Get out of this place. You don't deserve to be here. You don't deserve to be here. This is not the place you should be. Person in pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, his qualities will tell you that he is above these three modes. He will also go to office. But he'll go to office and he'll believe and he'll do his best. He'll be the best employee on the floor, but not by working like a donkey. Whatever is paid for, he'll do sincerely with integrity. Right? But he will not burn his entire time because time is very precious. He will choose his Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings for going to a temple. He will choose his vacant time to understand about self-realization. He'll try to understand why did I take birth. Right? He'll try to understand the relationship between Devatas and Bhagavan. He'll try to understand the shlokas in Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. He'll understand this knowledge. And he will try to implement that knowledge. He'll live simple living, high thinking. Simple living, high thinking. He'll focus on that. He will not compare himself with other people in the background. He is living in that house, he is living in this. It doesn't matter. I'm happy with where I am. I want to focus on other things. As age is progressing, as problems are coming, I want to make sure that I am better utilizing my time and my body. It is called person in Shuddha Sattva. And he'll keep God in the center. Every activity will keep God in the center. What does it mean to keep God in the center? I want to eat, I will eat prasad. I will offer it to God and eat. Without that, I'll not eat. I want to hear some music, I'll hear a kirtan. I will hear something that will give me good consciousness, good thoughts, respect towards others. I will see something that is beautiful, but it is also respectful. I'll behave in such a way that others are affected with good qualities of mind, not with bad qualities of mind. Right? So, why? Because God doesn't like it. Krishna doesn't like it. He tells in Bhagavad Gita, this is how I should be, I should not be. And as a result of that, I'll be very peaceful and happy. Simple. So can somebody read the pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva? Who has the mic? Quickly. Yes, please go ahead.
Mode of purified goodness, Shuddha Sattva. Complete, unmotivated, unfailing devotion of
Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Devotion to Supreme Personality of Godhead, absolute knowledge, purity, illumination, happiness and freedom from sinful reactions.
Right? So, he doesn't do any sins, he doesn't get reactions also. And he'll believe in Krishna. Krishna will take care of me. Even if I go to difficulties, he has planned those difficulties for me. Some lesson I have to learn out of these difficulties. No problem, I'll go ahead. He depends on God, keeps God in the center. These are the general characteristics of person in Tamaguna, Rajoguna, Sattvaguna, Shuddha Sattva. You understand it? Okay, let's go to the next one. Worker. Perspective towards work. Next slide. Can you pass on? How people in the mode of ignorance work, or what is their thought process towards work? Yes, Madhuri. Keep the mic close to your lips so that it's loud.
Mode of ignorance. Tamo. Disregard scriptural injunctions, materialistic, obstinate, cheating, lazy, morose, procrastinating, and expert in insulting others.
This is how they work. These people, they'll be very morose. They like to cheat. They don't mind cheating. If cheating gives you money, that's okay. Right? Disregard scriptural injunctions. They don't want to learn anything from scripture. If you go and tell Bhagavad Gita mein aise to hai. Farak nahi padega mere ko. You believe in that scripture. I don't believe in scripture. Any code of God, they don't want to follow. You understand it? That is how they are. Their work, and finally what? They're experts in insulting others. Their mouth is like a garbage, like a drainage. They can make an opposite person so upset and so hopeless with their words. They'll never speak anything encouraging. They'll always speak things which is hurting others. Right? That is the nature of Tamoguna. Next one, passion.
Mode of passion. Attachment to the fruits of his work and intent on enjoying them, greedy, envious and unclean, entangled by happiness when successful and distress when unsuccessful, heedless of whether work is pure or impure.
Do anything, get money, whether it is pure or impure, number one. Right? And number two, they are entangled by happiness or distress. When something comes, they become very happy. So happy that they'll throw a party, they'll make the whole colony shake. Right? And when something goes wrong, they'll make the whole colony cry also. They'll cry and always, all the time. So extreme reactions. Extreme. Meaning they are so very self-centered. Very self-centered. And attachment to the fruits of the result. If they'll do that work, if they don't, for example, they'll go and play a cricket match. If they lose their cricket match, they'll go into depression. You enjoy the cricket, na? You play the game. No, they'll not like playing the game. They want to win the game. Only if they win, there is a meaning to it. Work also in the office. You do the work. You don't get the promotion, you will disregard the work also. You will not have any respect towards work also. People who are behind all the time promotion and growth, they don't actually work. They don't have any respect towards that work. They do it to get something. Right? They don't love their work also. So, these people are in mode of passion. And one other thing I forgot to tell. Mode of ignorance. Procrastinating means what? Postponing everything good. Anything good comes to them, they'll postpone. Next week. I now, Harry, we'll go and do a medical checkup for you next week. I'm good only, na? Why medical checkup? Like that. They'll postpone even good advices. Let's go to satsang. Madam, hey, there's a Bhagavad Gita class going on. Will you come? Next week I'll come. You go. Next week. That week will never come. Right? Because it's not that they don't know, but they will always procrastinate. Any good advice, they'll procrastinate. Okay, mode of goodness.
Mode of goodness, Sattva. Free from material attachments, pride and false ego, enthusiastic, resolute and unswayed by success or failure.
Who was reading? Oh, you are reading. Sorry, I could not see. Yeah. So, free from material attachments, pride. They will do their work as a duty. Good only. They'll do their work as a duty and they don't have any much pride towards it. And false ego. And meaning, I'm great. I'm the doer. That mentality is not there. And they're very enthusiastic, resolute, unswayed by success or failure. Whether it is success or failure, they'll do their part. They'll do that. As a duty, they'll do. Sattva-guna. Sattva-guna is good. Only problem with Sattva-guna is they are so happy that they don't know why they are doing what they're doing. That's the only thing. Right? So people in Sattva-guna, they don't come towards Bhakti also that easily. Because they're already happy. You know what I'm saying? They're satisfied in their situation. You go and tell them, hey, learn Bhagavad Gita, naina. Mera vrat, mera, happy. Purpose, they will not go towards it. Right? That is the problem with Sattva-guna. So they are unswayed by success or failure. So this is better than the previous one, right? So when they are successful also, they'll not too much celebrate. They'll be like, thanking. Okay, great. Failure also, they'll be like, okay, maybe I deserve. That's okay, fine. That's also is fine. Yeah, pure goodness.
Mode of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva, unconditionally serves Krishna and the spiritual master under any and all circumstances.
So they are like, they are very God-centric. They keep God in the center, and whatever happens in their life, they'll not get affected. I'll tell one example. There is one devotee couple. They live in the Midani area. What is it? Lap quarters, that area. So they were going on yatra, and after they went to yatra, they got a phone call from police, from local police station, that your neighbors reported your doors of your house are broken, thieves came in yesterday night, God knows what has gone, you have to come urgently. So they asked the police, it's a real incident, they asked the police, so sir, have you gone inside, have you seen? They called the neighbors. They're like, a lot of things are there, but we don't know what is gone. They said, is the cupboard also broken? Cupboard also broken. Almara is open. Do you see any jewelry inside? No, we don't see anything. Okay, good. Then the police said, okay, when are you coming? We have to lodge a complaint. So what is the point in lodging? It's gone. We'll at least enjoy the yatra. If Krishna wants the jewelry to be gone, it's already gone. If Krishna wants the jewelry to come back, it will come back. Please, my daughter lives nearby, she'll write a complaint. You go ahead and lodge a complaint. They actually did that. Police were surprised. Hey, no, what is this? It's not about carelessness. God-centric people doesn't mean that he'll open the almara and go, Krishna wants it, he'll say to Krishna. No, that's not the way. But if something is gone, it's gone. It had to happen, it happened. At least let me be in the present and enjoy the yatra. I have come to a place with my family, let me have a good pilgrimage, and I'll come back and I'll see what will happen. They came back, they got the jewelry back also. They caught the thief, it somehow after some days, they got, I don't know if 100% or no, but whatever, they got it back. Right? Now, they may not get back. Does it make a difference for them? No. Because it's very clear. In good or bad, they are seeing God in it. Not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. When you lose something, the same lecture will tell, Prabhuji, I don't agree. Because you have everything right now, you're nodding your head, acha idea. But it's not easy. But a person who is God conscious will prepare himself for any kind of obstacle. Any kind of obstacle that comes, I'm fine. What I deserve, I'll get. What is not mine will never be mine. Right? And he'll understand that every reversal is already planned for my good only. There's somebody, if there is God, he will take care of it. Na? We'll discuss about the other things, later. Why bad things happen to good people. We'll discuss. The topic is there. In length it is there. Karma, laws of karma. But for now, understand that a person in pure goodness has no problem with it. You understood? From work perspective. Let's go further. Yeah. 17.4. In 17th chapter, Krishna is telling. Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksha Rakshamsi Rajasa Pretan Bhuta Ganams Chanye Yajante Tamasa Jana Yajante Tamasa Jana. Please repeat after me. Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons. And those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Krishna is even going next level. He's telling what kind of people worship whom. Right? So what is the explanation? Let's go to the next slide. So here, characteristics actually is worship there. By mistake it is there. So can somebody read mode of ignorance?
Mode of ignorance, Tamo, ghosts and spirits.
Ghosts and spirits. They worship ghosts and spirits. Meaning somebody already died. That fellow already died. Whether he is God or not, they don't care. Things are working for them. They'll keep worshipping them. There is no logic behind it. You understand it? They'll keep worshipping ghosts and spirits. Yeah. Mode of passion.
Mode of passion, Rajo, demons, powerful men and self-proclaimed imitation gods.
Mode of passion. Whoever will give them respect, they'll worship them. Like some Baba is there. Whenever I go to that Baba, he'll take me nearby. So I'm getting respect. He's popular, I'm also becoming popular. I'll worship him. You understand it? He comes to my house, so I'll worship him. Whenever he comes to my house or she comes to my house, I become popular in my colony. So he is God. So actually who is God? He is God. He wants to be like God. So he'll utilize all these imitation gods also, he is okay. Imitation gods. And some fellow will come and tell, I am God. My Bhagwan. He'll like, he's God. So he'll start work. Is he there in the scripture? How can he call himself as God? No, he is doing something which is happening good to me. Whatever he is doing is, things are happening to me. I am going to interview, I look at his photo, and I'll go, I got the job. So he is God to me. Now, fundamental thing, they don't have intelligence. Somebody is not looking at that photo, he is also getting a job. Somebody who is not looking at that photo is also getting a job. What to speak of any photo? There is somebody who is an atheist. I don't believe in anything. Are they not getting jobs? Right? So what is the point in believing that because I am worshipping this person, I am getting, so he is God? That is foolishness. It's called sentimental worship. Sentimental worship. Meaning you don't have a basis for that. Everything is happening nicely. Let me worship. If you go and question, sir, is he God your worship? Sir, please don't get into this again. Don't come and shake my faith. Don't come and shake my faith. Because your faith is already shaken. You understand it? They don't have any confidence to explain why they worship somebody. They don't have any confidence. Pure sentimental. Pure sentimental. These people are in the mode of passion. Right? Mode of goodness.
Mode of goodness, Sattva, the demigods and the impersonal concepts of God.
Demigods. First is demigod. Demigod devatas, basically. They are part of God. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that all these devatas are functioning according to my order. They are part of God. But they worship the devatas. Why? To get some benefit. Devatas will give benefit. I told, Lakshmi Devi will give extra. You go and worship Ganesh ji, he'll also give extra. But he'll also tell, when will this fellow learn? On Ganesh Chaturthi, you will go and ask, I want this, I want that. Ganesh ji is like, hey, I gave you Bhagavad Gita. Who wrote Bhagavad Gita? Ganesh ji. He is the one who wrote. Actually transcribed and wrote. Vyasdev was telling, he wrote. So you're not interested in what he is giving to you. You're only interested in remove the obstacles. For what? For me to go and see Pushpa 2. Remove the obstacles. Tomorrow I have a meeting, my friends took a ticket, I want to see. Ganesh ji, please make sure. Ganesh ji is like, Pushpa 2 ke liye mere ko worship kara de. Right? Go to any level. You go to any level and you worship the devatas. And what devatas will think? Are they happy when you worship devatas? They're not happy. Don't think energy is happy. Just imagine there is a constable, police constable, there is a sub-inspector, there is commissioner of police, and there is home minister. 4 of them are standing in some event. 4 of them are standing. Who is that? Home minister, commissioner of police, sub-inspector, constable. Right? And then you go to and you did some mistake, you want some help. Right? So you go to the constable and tell, Constable, you are the greatest in the entire city. Huh? You only can help me. Please help me. Please help me. You are the best. I know you can take care of anything. Whole government runs on your basis only. You are ultimate. That constable is standing beside sub-inspector. Sub-inspector is standing beside, commissioner of police. Commissioner of police standing beside home minister. Then home minister looking, kaun sa constable hai? Huh? And what will constable tell you? Hey, what is this? Mera job nikalega kya tu? If my home minister hears that, he will remove from job. I don't deserve to be praised like that. Isn't it? Because I am not controlling the city. I am not controlling the government. Home minister is doing that. He can change the law also, code of the law also. He can get it passed in parliament. I can't do that. No. You are the greatest because in my colony when any problem comes, you only take care of it. Baba, I do all that, but don't do this. Your job jayega mera. And if you've got, no, you are great. So what will the constable do? Tell what you want urgently. Because you don't want to face that situation. He doesn't want to face that. I did this now. Okay, I'll come and take care of it tomorrow. Go. This is what devatas do when you go and worship them. They are vexed up telling you. Durga Ma is vexed up telling you. Shivji is vexed up telling you. But you don't want to listen. Tum Bhagwan, Jai. I'm not. No, take, go, get lost. They are vexed up. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem worshipping the devatas. It is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is not saying don't worship devatas. Krishna is saying worship devatas to achieve higher results. Because anyway what you are going to get, you will anyway get. Whether you worship or not, you will get. As per your karma, you are supposed to get this. So many atheistic people are rich. Why is Lakshmi Devi going and giving them money? I am asking a fundamental question. So many atheistic people who don't believe in God also, they are also getting money. How are they getting money? How are they getting promotion? They are distributed. Whatever they did in their past life, they are getting the results. Isn't it? So, intelligent person will not go and ask for those things. He will instead go and ask the Devata, Ganesh ji, आपने Bhagavad Gita दिया है. Can you explain this Bhagavad Gita to me? How to become a good devotee? In Bhagavad Gita, you are telling, Aham sarvasva prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samvita. I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Krishna is telling, Ganesh ji, really? So you also worship Krishna ji? Yes, I worship. Oh, really? Can I also become a devotee like you? Fundamental, na? You will not go to Hanumanji and tell, Hanumanji, Tussi great. Hanumanji will tell, Maine great, Ramji great. Again, if you worship Hanumanji in front of Ram, Lord Ram, will Lord Ram be happy? He will be very happy. But will Hanumanji be happy? Absolutely not happy. Again, so because of your material desires, you are creating problems between them. Of course, there won't be any problem between them. But there is a problem with you. That you are trying to utilize. When this is going on, I'll worship him. When that is going on, I'll worship him. Monday, I'll worship him. Tuesday, I'll worship him. Thursday, I'll worship him. If you worship the Tuesday person on Thursday, Tuesday person will get angry. And Wednesday person will feel bad. What nonsense are we doing? First, we should understand why anybody is worshipping anyone. Why is this universe created? Who is worshipable? Who needs to be worshipped? And how to worship? What is the consciousness to worship? This will be understood by a person in purified goodness. People in the mode of goodness also worship. But they don't know why they are worshipping, to whom they are worshipping. They just want to get things done. Duty. Gauri Japni Chaurasta se Vipro. Vipro se Gauri Japni. Once, somebody was doing this Satyana Vrata. And I went to that place. I was sitting. I also did many times. So after the Satyanarayana Vratam, they start that katha. Right? First time I sat down and I said, okay, let me listen to the katha. And that katha was like, my God, it was like Dhamki only.
Yeah. Prabhupada.
Huh? What kind of kathas are this? I'll tell you one katha. There was a king, he wanted to do Satyanarayana Vratam, he did not do Satyanarayana Vratam, then his entire, drought came in his kingdom, and he did not know what to do. Everybody were suffering, and they were like, you should not be the king. Then he was thinking what to do. Then when Brahmana came and told him, you have to do Satyanarayana Vratam. Oh, I forgot to do Satyanarayana Vratam. Now you do Satyanarayana Vratam. He did Satyanarayana Vratam, and drought went away, rainfall came. Satyanarayana Swami ki jai. So next katha. There was a father, he wanted to get his daughter married. He told him to do Satyanarayana Vratam. He did not do Satyanarayana Vratam. His daughter also did not remind him to do Satyanarayana Vratam. He anyway got her married. Her husband died. She became a widow. Then he remembered I should do Satyanarayana Vratam. Then he remembered Satyanarayana Vratam. He did Satyanarayana Vratam and he got her married again. The all of them are happy. Jai Satyanarayana Vratam. So what nonsense this is? Where are these stories? Where did you make these stories from? And after Satyanarayana Vratam, you can nicely read Ramayana. Some Sukruti you'll get. You can read Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad story you can read. You can read some nice Mahabharata. Why are you reading this kind of stories? Business nahi chalega na. At the end you'll tell, without your knowledge. You are also promising, you do Satyanarayana Vratam every 3 months. If you don't do what will happen? If you don't do what will happen? Already 5 stories I told, na? This is what is going on. This is called business in the name of religion. You are distributing fear. As if God is waiting to, loot you, take things from you. He is Lakshmi Narayan. Mukkoti Lakshmis are at his feet. Mukkoti Lakshmi Devis are worshipping his feet, pressing his feet. He wants your money, your bank balance? No. But the whole point is, we should do Satyanarayana Vratam to please Lakshmi Devi and Narayan. You understand, right? To please them. And what you should ask from them? Please give me bhakti. Please give me connection back to you, so that I come back to you. I don't want to go in this cycle again and again and again. Whatever will come to me. Yeah, when you are in difficulty, should you ask for relief from difficulty? Yes, you can ask. You can ask, please give me some relief from this difficulty. Why? The relief from difficulty should give you more time towards bhakti. Right? Krishna, please fix my job so that every Saturday morning I can go to Bhagavad Gita class. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You can ask like that. Please fix my life so that I can do one more rounds of chanting. I'm only doing 1 round of chanting every day. I'm not getting time. Can you please fix my life so I can do more rounds of chanting? Can you fix my life so I can read Bhagavad Gita at least 2 slokas every day? So what are you doing? You are asking for relief. You are asking for relief, but then you are asking for a purpose. You are asking for and that purpose will make you more happy. When the purpose is high, you will enjoy more happiness. So this is buttermilk from cow milk only. So nice desi cow buttermilk for all of you. Hari bol. Please enjoy this buttermilk. Yeah. So what is it my wife put in this? Is she here?
Yes.
She came? She's behind me?
Don't disturb her.
So she put some masala into that. I don't know what else she put. Some pudina, I think. Pudina. कैसा लग रहा है?
Very nice.
Huh? Something is there. Chala bagundi. Hare Krishna. Anurag ko Telugu mein bole. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the point is, we should not be scared to worship God. At least the last place you should go where without fear is temple. Last place you should go without fear is Bhagavan. But unfortunately, people are being trained to become fearful towards God. Oh, if I don't do this, punishment will come. No, God is not there to punish. Your karma will punish you. God is not there to punish you. So people in Shuddha Sattva, they will worship Supreme Lord. Because when you worship the Supreme Lord, automatically all devatas are pleased. For example, if you have to water this tree, say the tree is there, the tree is there. You want to water the tree. Where will you go and put the water? On the leaves, probably all leaves are dry, I'll put on the leaves only. What will happen if you put water on the leaves? Tree will become dry. Because the leaves get water from the root only. So when you worship Bhagavan, automatically all devatas are happy. As simple as that. There is a verse in Bhagavatam which says this, that learn to worship the root. Understand the root and worship the root. And automatically everybody will be Mukkoti devatas, 3.3 crore devatas are there. How many devatas you know? Barely 10 or 8. 3.3 crore devatas are there. Are you worshipping all of them? They are still giving you everything. There is a devata for your eyelids also. Like this you are doing, right? Eyelids. Nimi. His name is Nimi. He is a devata who controls your eyelids. So if he goes on casual leave, your eyes will remain like this only. Right? No. Without worshipping also is making you move your eyelids. Isn't it? Mukkoti devatas are there. Everything is functioning. But if you worship Krishna, Narayan, automatically all devatas will feel done. You don't need to worry. For example, you are paying income tax. Instead of paying income tax, you go and tell the government, I will go and donate some to this department, I will go and donate this to some, I will decide where to give. Can the country progress? No. Everybody has to deposit in the same repository of Reserve Bank of India or pay your income tax, and they will decide according to the need where it has to be spent. If the government is good, that is what they do. Right? God's department is the best. He doesn't want any of our money. He will use everything for everybody's benefit according to the need. So intelligence is, instead of me deciding where it has to go, I will allow God to decide where it has to go. I will worship Narayan, and Narayan will take care of everything. I will worship Krishna, and Krishna will take care of everything. Right? This is called general, worship. Let's go to the next one. Sacrifice. Offerings in worship. Right? When you go to temple or anywhere, what kind of offerings people give? So mode of ignorance. Can somebody read?
Yeah. Mode of ignorance, Tamo, performed faithlessly in defiance of scriptural injunctions and with no spiritual food distributed, no hymns chanted, no remuneration made to the priests.
See? People in the mode of ignorance, they also do worship. But they do it faithlessly. They don't have faith. One of my friends, I think I told this, we did Guru Pravesha. Did I tell that example? Huh? No. Yeah. No? Okay. So we both were Pakka atheists when we were in college. Later on, by God's grace, I came towards God consciousness. That fellow never went. I know he's still atheist. He was doing Guru Pravesha. He called a Brahmin, he was doing Guru Pravesha. I said, you don't believe in God, right? Why are you doing Guru Pravesha? He said, 4,000 rupees. If God is there, he'll become happy. If God is there, he'll become happy. Why to unnecessary risk? Put 4,000 rupees. Jayega khatam. 10 para nariyal phod do. Blast some nariyals and give something, 2-3 agarbattis, and Brahmana will chant something, he'll go. Khatam. This is called faithless puja. Faithless puja. They'll go and sit in tracksuits also. T-shirts also, they'll sit in puja. I don't care. Brahmana has to be pure. Why I should be pure? The Brahmana also will be impure only. The day is not far when he'll also come in tracksuit. Almost close it is right now. They don't have any faith. You don't have faith, I don't have faith. You will take one picture. I believe in this person. Can you do puja of him? Brahmana will tell. Anybody else do puja. You keep, what is that? Prabha's picture also I'll do puja along with Narayan. I don't mind. I have the same mantras. He is commercial, you are commercial. You understand it? This is what is going on. So they won't advise, this is good for you, this is bad for you. Unfortunately, many commercial Brahmanas are like that. But there are pure Brahmanas also. There is a Brahmana, he came and told, sir, you should not worship this person. He was a meat eater. He was not a sadhu. You should not. Why are you doing that? Oh, I thought, no sir, I am telling you, something for your benefit. In these kind of pujas, you should not involve. You believe him as guru or something, keep him aside. But in these pujas, you should not do. Don't mix mantras. Because mantras have a meaning. You don't create your own mantra by adding that person into it. You know what I'm saying? So, person in the mode of ignorance, they will perform faithlessly, defiance of spiritual injunctions. Spiritually, it is told in scripture, you should do like this. They don't care. They don't care. For example, if you're doing any puja or vrat in your house, you should not eat. until that is over. They'll full eating the, nicely tea, coffee, everything they'll take. And then they'll tell, okay, let's do the puja. Because they don't care for any spiritual injunction. They don't care anything written spiritually. And they don't distribute any food also. They'll just prepare something, they themselves will eat. No. There is no puja that is fulfilled where Brahmanas are not given their compensation, and the Brahmanas should be happy, and there should be prasadam that should be distributed. We have prasadam here, right? Why we do prasadam? Because that is mentioned. Whenever there is satsang, there is God's worship going on, God-related things are being spoken, there has to be prasadam distribution. You understand it? It's part of the process. Krishna gives his benefit through prasad. Prabhu ke sakshat darshan. Prasad. You have to honor prasad. You should not leave without honoring prasad. And you should not waste anything in the prasad. And you should go and give it to others. Krishna's consciousness will go through prasad into everybody's lives. Prasad is not food. It's sanctified. It's blessed by God. There is a big difference that will come in your consciousness. Easiest devotional process to follow. Eat prasad. Right? And you can also sponsor prasad. Right? We are doing, prasad vitarna here. Right? Each person can give something each week. Have you made that thing? Where is it? Yeah, he kept a hundi there. That you can leave something. And it will be used for whom? For all of you only. Right? There is nobody who is sponsoring this. Everybody of us together are doing it. Right? Even little money will help that. And you know how many people after the program are coming and eating? Some laborers, some security people, some housekeeping people. They don't get good food. Because they're not paid that much. But at least they are getting good food, quality food, and which is sanctified. And who will get the punya of that? All of us will get the punya of that. Right? God will be very happy. Very happy when we contribute to that. And these events that we are doing here, they should be self-driven. We should not think, should I order this much or no? No, Krishna will take care. I always think like that. Krishna will take care. Because he will send somebody who will take care of the remaining. And till now, I am doing satsang for more than 15 years now. There has been no satsang which got cancelled because there is no pressure. Even if I ask for it, did not ask for it, just comes. He will take care. You understand that? So, a person who is in ignorance doesn't believe in all these things. He'll do whatever he likes. No faith. Good decoration they'll do. Oh, super duper decoration they do. For what? For selfies. Right? In the house, their vrat is going on. They'll decorate like a marriage hall. But there is no focus on God only. Right? They'll just do show put up. And they'll take selfies, they'll take nice pictures on videographer. Entire focus is on that only. They'll not even think. And there are people who don't even call Brahmana for worship. Have you seen such categories? They mostly live in America. They have not come to India yet. I have seen. One of my aunts, she came to my house. We were living in Boston that time. And she came from another city. She said, tomorrow morning we are doing Satyanavratam. I said, very good. You never told me. I didn't arrange for anything. I said, I know. I made all arrangements. I said, very good. I didn't know that. She knows people in Boston. She called a Brahmana in Boston. I didn't know. So next day morning I got up. It was a Sunday. I went and sat there. And she started the puja. She kept pictures. There is this, fruits. There is this leaves here and there. She got all that stock from Indian store. She went and she got it. I said, where is the Brahman? She immediately got one. What is it? iHome machine. They have this audio player, iHome. And she kept her iPhone on that and pressed. And immediately the Brahmana said, where is the Brahmana? He said, this is iPhone. And they said, pause. Too fast instruction, pause. And keep that, rewind. Then keep the fruits. I put next, play. What is going on? And after 1 hour she told, I can Satyanarayana Puja. I said, this is Satyanarayana Puja. And she said, every month I do once, Satyanarayana ki jai. I said, Baapare, even Narayan will be thinking, what is this puja for me? No Brahmana, no, prasad, no nothing. She did everything, she ate everything. And nobody is there, she'll only eat. I was there, she gave one fruit, okay, you take Narayan ka prasad. So I don't know, Narayan prasad or iPhone prasad, I don't know. Right? So this is called nonsensical worship. Without any Brahman, without any faith, as a ritual. People in mode of ignorance also will do that. People in mode of passion. Perform proudly for the sake of some material. Somebody has to read. Yeah. Passion. Did you on it? Keep it close to your mouth. No, like this.
Passion.
Turn it. Yeah.
Mode of passion. Rajo. Perform proudly for the sake of some material end of benefit, such as elevation to the heavenly kingdom.
Right. Some material benefit I have to get. Then only I'll do this. When I came back to India after I lived abroad for some time, it was 2013. A very unfortunate incident that happened in 2013 is in Kedarnath, the flood came and a lot of people died in 2013. So I went to one of my cousin's Gro Pravesha. So I was sitting there and then that Brahmana came. I was putting tilak, so I understood this fellow is ISKCON devotee. So I became a little careful. Anyway, I didn't mean to say that. But I'll tell you why I told that. So the Brat was over, Gro Pravesha was over. Then I went down to meet other relatives. Then I came up again. At that time, he was sending cards, visiting cards he was giving to all the ladies sitting there. Generally, puja in our family means all males will sit down and discuss politics, and all the females will go and sit on the top. I don't know your families, but it has almost become a template now. No male is interested in any puja or mantra. You go and sit down, talk real estate, politics, this, that nonsense they'll talk. And all ladies will sit there and think about Chandana Vadar, Bomana Vadar, and that going on. So that fellow will be doing his puja, and after that, done. Right? So I came up again and he was distributing visiting cards. I said, what visiting card is that? He didn't see that I was not. He thought I went down. So then I saw the visiting card. There was written Kedara Vrat. Right? So I stood back and I was waiting what announcement he'll do. He was not seeing me. So he said, Kedara Vratam. If you do that, you can save your husband from death. Right? And recently that whole incident happened because they did not do Kedara Vratam. I was shocked. What is this? You worship Lord Shiva, no problem. Even I worship Lord Shiva. But is this the way? Is this the way to dhamkify and put that mantra there and say that if you don't do this, your husband will die. And all ladies were immediately I want. When how much advance notice? He got orders also right there. One by one order. This is going on. In the name of fear. Is that a good thing to do? But people will get that done because they are in mode of passion. They are worshipping the right person, but they are worshipping for the wrong cause by the wrong person. Right? It's called mode of passion. Yeah, mode of goodness. Can somebody read?
Mode of good, Sattva. Performance as a duty according to spiritual regulations and with no expectation of reward.
No expectation of reward. They do it as a duty. Right? Whether or not I'll get any benefit, I have to do this. Navaratri, I'll follow. Whether or not I'll get any benefit, I'll do it. Right? I'll do my festivals properly. I will worship God according to. But again, there is a problem as Sattva Guna, right? Goal is not properly established. Everything else is great. They're doing it as a duty. Yeah. Next. Purified goodness. Who is reading?
Yes. Mode of purified goodness, Suddha Sattva. Performed according to scripture injunction and under the guidance of the spiritual master to praise the supreme end.
Supreme Lord. Yes. So as per Shastra they'll do and as per the Guru's instructions. So Guru also comes in the picture. Because Guru will set the goal. Why you are doing what you are doing. Right? There is a parampara. We'll discuss about Guru and parampara in next session. But understand, they don't do blindly. There is a proper guidance they take. And according to that they will do. And they look for the essence in what they are doing. They look for why? Prabhu, what is the ultimate purpose of me doing this? This is the purpose. So please do it. And they'll keep God in the center. They'll not expect any material benefits. Even if they get material, they'll tell, it is for you only, God. Lakshmi Devi, you can give me for Narayana Seva. So my whole family can become devotees. Please give me that kind of settlement in life. They'll keep God in the center, always. Now you might tell, Prabhuji, ye to aapne presentation banaya. Right? Anybody can make a presentation. You have written whatever you want. No, see below. 17.11, 17.12, 17.13. Whatever I have written is coming from where? From shlokas only. This is there in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself is telling, don't do this kind of nonsense. Do it properly. Whatever worship you are doing, do it, with the right Intention. Next slide. Should we skip this slide? Is food related to the three modes? प्रभु जी खाने के बारे में मत बोलो प्रभु जी. सत्संग अच्छा है प्रभु जी, अभी तक अच्छा है. Don't tell me, don't touch my food. Your wish. If you should touch, you should touch. Otherwise, we'll go forward.
If you want touch, we should touch.
Should touch? Are you sure? Whoever doesn't want to listen that can go and come back in half an hour. I'll not take half an hour, 10 minutes. Right? That's your wish. But I'll tell what is there in Bhagavad Gita. Food choice. Can somebody read in mode of ignorance?
Mode of ignorance. Tamo. Tasteless state, putrid, decomposed, unclean, cooked more than 3 hours before being eaten. Remnants of the meats of others, meat, fish, eggs, liquor, mushrooms, onion, garlic, etc.
Etc. Now, why like this? They will increase your tamoguna. Understand, very simple. Nobody is saying not to eat. But if you eat them, you will be in tamoguna. You will not feel interested. When you eat something, you feel interested. Sattvic food, when you eat, you will get sattvic qualities also. Right? But if you eat these things, what will happen? They will increase the tamo tendency in you. Ayurveda says. Some things when you eat, you become tamasic. Automatically you become tamasic. For example, what is the problem eating meat? What is the problem eating meat? The daya factor inside you will not be there. The mercy factor. Before you kill something, you have to kill somebody. You will not feel that. If you eat meat, you don't mind doing it. You don't mind. You don't feel that connection. Right? If somebody is eating meat, please go ahead. But then, if you want to learn Bhagavad Gita also, become spiritual also, it doesn't work. वो feeling नहीं आता है करने के लिए. समझ रहे हैं? You want to do jap, your mind will tell don't do jap. No, not needed. Bye. Somebody is believing. You don't have to do that. Why these thoughts are coming? Because you are eating that kind of things. What you eat is what you are. Right? But if you become spiritual, automatically while you are walking, you will be careful for ant also. Why should I unnecessarily stamp on that ant? Right? Your mind consciousness will change. You will be able to understand everybody is a child of God. Animal also, bird also, tree also, everything. Right? Everything is part of God. So I should be very careful in my dealings. I don't want to be an obstacle in anything. Being vegetarian is not the goal of life. Again, that Gauli Doddi and Vipro circle. I'm vegetarian. No, being vegetarian is not the goal of life. Understanding the connection with God in everything is the goal of life. Understood? Even a goat is a vegetarian. Bakri is vegetarian. Doesn't mean that Bakri is great. Right? A human being becomes great when he understands who is God and why is he supplying things to me, how I should eat, and how I should lead a karma-free diet. I should not get any good karma also, bad karma also. I should go back. Right? If I make others suffer, what will happen? I will also suffer. There is a story of, what is that hunter's name? Mrigari. My memory is gone. Can somebody give my glass of buttermilk? One glass.
Mushrooms is also
because it is grown in a filthy place. It grows with all filthy things. Of course, there is. Thank you. With your permission, I have a little bit. You should understand that. What was he saying? Before that. Hunter, Mrigari. So Mrigari, this comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. Mrigari was a hunter. Many hunters, but a specialized hunter. You know what? He would not kill the animal. He will cut its legs and he'll see it suffer until it dies. He will break the neck and leave the pigeon. He will cut the leg and leave the chicken. He will cut the hands and leave the deer. Right? And it will be struggling and then it will die and he'll feel nice. Yeah, it's nice. Some people on Sankranti Day they do that. They put two hens and Tamasic. Tamasic people, they like to do those things. They like to see others suffer. They don't have any connection with the suffering. So this fellow also was like that. So he was doing all this, and Narad Muni was traveling along with one other great Muni, and he was going, and suddenly he saw that so many animals are, beating and dying to death. Like literally suffering to death. He was like, what is this place? What is going on here? Then he went and saw this hunter. He was hitting. Then he went to this person and he said, hey, what are you doing? He said, I am hunting. Without hunting, I can't live. Yeah, but what is the way you are hunting? I'm just hitting them, but you're not killing them. He said, yeah, I like that. I like that. When I hit them, they suffer to death, I like it. Then Narad Muni said, you know what? Your name is, he said, his name is Mrugari. He said, Mrugari, do you know what you have done? You made them suffer so much before they died. And don't you think they cursed you for what you have done? And don't you think it is going to come back to you? It is going to come back to you. And immediately he showed his future lives. Narad Muni is a great rishi. Among rishis he is the prominent, Krishna says. And he showed that, see, all these animals, their atmas, they are waiting for you to come to them. Because they are going to give you the same suffering. So many times you have to suffer for what you have done. So many times. Then he saw that, he was like, my God, what did I do? See, he did it without knowledge. But now he got knowledge. He said, now what do I do? I have already killed so many. He said, if you change yourself with sincerity, then you will not get the reaction of what you've done. Narayan is not, God is not standing there to give you tit for tat and make a whole total. That Yamaraj does. Yamaraj's job is that. He'll keep a whole logbook of your deeds. But Narayan doesn't do that. When you change, he tells Yamaraj, I think he's changed. Leave the matter. He's changed. Right? Sometimes some reactions come to keep you changed. That we'll talk when it comes to karma. When we discuss about karma, why do good people also get bad reactions? Sometimes some correction is needed so that we don't deviate again. But majorly when you change, you don't get a reaction. And Narad Muni says, don't do a thing, And he says, do a thing. I'll tell you two things to do. If you do these two things, then you will not get reactions. Then he said, tell me. He said, first break that bow. The bow that he's using. First he said, break that. He said, sir, if I break that, then how will I live? I go hunt animals. This is my living. I get food out of it. My family is dependent on that. He said, that is why I'm asking you. Break the bow. Break the root cause. The bow. Break it. He said, okay, I broke it, sir. Now tell me what next. Go and do, go and chant God's names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Do it with sincerity. Depend on Krishna, depend on Narayan. Go and do that. With your family, go and do that. He says, have faith in you. My dear Narad Muni, have faith in you. I will do it. He goes and does. And what happens? As soon as he sits down in a hut, he makes a small hut, small bhajan kuti, he sits there and he starts chanting, his wife and children, they are all chanting. Immediately the news goes to other villages. They say, hey, that Mrugari, that criminal fellow, he kills animals, he's chanting God's names. My God, he became a Mahatma. Right? Immediately people, they'll start going to him, seeing him. Some people will take fruits, keep it there. On our behalf, keep it there. Some person will come and bring rice. Somebody will bring dal. Somebody will bring this. Somebody will bring that. And he's getting all these things. Mrugari is like, hey, what did I do? I'm just chanting God's names. See, that is the power of a guru's blessing. Narad Muni is a guru. And he accepted that order of the guru. Without any doubt, he accepted. That is the difference. When you do things without a doubt, everything will come. He said, okay, let me do that. Now, after that, what he did? There's so much rice and so much he told his wife, cook it. We can't eat all this. Let's serve to people who come. So he started cooking and serving others. People are getting more, they're cooking and serving others. And after a few months, Narad Muni comes back to that area. And he sees all the forest is very peaceful. All the animals are going around. Then he tells that Muni, yeah, I came here some time ago. One person was there, I'm searching for him. Then he says, Mrugari. He is nicely sitting and doing japa. Then he goes to Mrugari, hey Mrugari, how are you? And he sees Narad Muni, immediately he pays obeisances. He said, Narad Muni, you have come to see me again, so great, I'm so grateful. Right? And then Narad Muni is walking that side. And as soon as he goes toward Narad Muni, he says, wait, Narad Muni, you wait there, I'll only come. This is what happened. So he sees some ants on the way. So then he tries to jump other side and then crosses over the ants, and then he goes to Narad Muni and pays obeisance. Narad Muni is shocked. This person who was killing other animals half and making them suffer is today even thinking to cross, even to kill an ant. He's so particular about it. This is called transformation in consciousness. And Narad Muni asks, how is it going, Mrugari? How is your family? What family? They have become fat. Look at me, I have become fat. They are giving me so much food. So much prasad I am getting. My life has changed. I am so peaceful now. I am doing bhajan every day and I am cooking for everybody. That's my main work and I am giving it to everyone. My place where I chant has become a small dham. People are coming and I am able to serve everybody on behalf of Narayan. He is not telling I became God. And I am telling everybody, see, my Guru has given me this advice and my life has changed. Right? Now there is one story in the Puranas which explains, right? Whatever you do, it comes back to you. But if you follow a good advice, then everything is good for you. Right? Everything becomes good for you. And everything has a reaction. Remember that everything has a reaction. I have one personal example. Should I tell that one personal example?
Yes.
In my farmhouse, I used to have some rabbits. I was very fond of rabbits. So I made a big cage, kind of one, very big cage, not like small one. And I used to leave rabbits inside that. And there used to be a small hill, and rabbits used to go and play around the hill. It was a nice sight. I used to give nice vegetables, everything. They used to have children also go around. One day somebody told, why are you not, keeping a hen, a cock? You should keep. That is also a good idea. I said, okay, let me keep a hen and a cock. So I got both of them and kept there. The hen gave an egg. Natural. What is the big deal about hen giving an egg? It gave an egg. And after that, one rabbit started dying. The caretaker there is calling me, sir, today one rabbit died. Another rabbit died. Another. I said, what is going on? Why are they dying? He told the hen is going and poking them and they are dying. I said, why would hen go and poke the rabbits? There is no connection. Then they said, sir, it laid an egg, sir, that's why. So it laid an egg, but why will it go and poke? Because it felt threatened that the rabbits will go and play with that egg. So whichever rabbit came near the egg, because it is sitting on the egg, it immediately poked that rabbits. And rabbits are very fearful animals. Little fear also they'll die. I don't know if you've seen, but they're very scared, fearful. So it was going and I was like shocked. In front of my eyes, I went there, I said, well, let me see what's going on. It actually poked and within few minutes the rabbit dies. Then I understood, my God. And then I realized that the egg also is there and it is so concerned. Now you tell me one fundamental question I'll ask. The egg is going to give what? A small cheek. Is it careful about its egg? Yeah. So if somebody takes away the egg, will the hen be angry? It will be angry or no? It's life proof. It's killing other animals, not with the purpose of killing. It is protecting. Those rabbits are dying because they are too fearful. Now you think, in the poultry farms, when the egg is coming out and somebody goes and picks up that egg, will the hen be angry or no? It will curse or no? Yes or no? Yes. Loud yes? Yes. So just imagine, when we are eating so-called vegetarian whatever eggs, are we getting curses or no? We are getting curses. No, but a person in Tamoguna, he will tell, I don't care. I don't care. My grandfather ate eggs, I am also eating eggs. Right? But the person in Rajoguna, he will make omelette and he will put Maggi also in that. Person in Sattva-guna will think, is it needed? Can I live without it? Can I try to be a little less violent? Can I change my choices? He'll try to change his choices. Person in Shuddha Sattva will never touch any other living entity. Okay? We'll get into the discussion later. It's a little detailed discussion. Why? What about plants? Plants also have life. All that I'll answer. Don't worry. There are 100 questions around this. I'll answer. But understand one simple thing. When you are eating and leading a life which is harmful, so the aspect of daya inside you is gone. But when you change that life, then you actually see how horribly you were living before. When you're doing that, you'll not understand. You should stop it. And then you should see for some time, then you'll understand. My God, what kind of a life I was living. See, somebody gets aborted. Abortion is a very painful thing, right? I pray that it should never happen to anyone, because you have the child inside you, especially for Matajis, they take care of the child for a few months and then you see abortion. How painful it is. It is painful, no? You don't want anybody to do. But what are you doing to the hen? They are aborting the hen. Hen was expecting that child. In between that, you are taking that part, you are breaking it and eating it. Will karma come back to you? It will come back to you. No, don't go and tell anybody about it. You will take that's what is happened. No, that's not the point. We are doing many other nonsensical things which will come back to us. Everything is getting noted, it will come back to us. Whether in this life or in next life. It will. There is no reaction which will go without calculation. But Prabhuji, we are Reddis, we eat, we are this, we read, we are Kammas, Tummas, Chaudharis, Kapoors, Kuranas. We created all these names. First we are human beings. Right? First we are human. And we have intelligence. And intelligence to tell us how we should lead a life. How we should lead a life which is less harmful to the nature, which is less harmful to the world. है कि नहीं? Is it really needed? Is it really needed? What is the time?
10:40.
10:40. Can I spend 10 more minutes on this topic?
Yes.
Didn't mean to, but because let me complete. I don't want to do that separate session separately. I can give some answers now only. Is it really needed? Is a question mark you can ask. I'm not saying stop eating meat. I'm not saying stop eating eggs. I'm not saying that. That's for you. But you should know where it will lead you to. Live responsibly. Live responsibly. If that is the only choice you have. See, there is a provision in Kshatriyas. For Kshatriyas it is there. They can eat meat. They can eat. But in what situation? That is also written. Kshatriyas can eat meat when they are so wounded on the battlefield, they can't even move their body to get out of that place. They are going to die at that moment. They can catch an animal, eat it. It is mentioned. It is not mentioned that Kshatriya can go to a hotel and order chicken 65. That is not mentioned. For everything there is a process. Scriptures are not merciless. They are giving a process. In Markandeya Puran, it is mentioned you can eat meat. It is mentioned. Now everybody in Tamaguna, Sattva, Rajoguna can decide accordingly. And then Prabhuji in Vedas it is mentioned, hey Prabhuji, bol diya, chal order biryani. No. Here the Markandeya Puran. Kya Markandeya Puran? Kya likha hai? Right? Now, it is mentioned that you can eat meat only, there are 7 conditions you have to fulfill. 7 conditions you have to fulfill, then you can eat. Are you all comfortable to hear this?
Yes.
Okay. Get the knowledge. After that, your decision. 7 conditions. Number 1, you should have nothing else to eat. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है तुम्हारे यहाँ पे जो तुम नहीं खा सकते. There is nothing else to eat. Practically, there is nothing else to eat. Is there anything else to eat here? I can eat some fruits. I can eat some tulsi leaves if I have to survive. Right? I can eat some plants, herbs, which I know they are herbs. So many things I can do. I can drink water. There is nothing else. That is why in deserts, some things are allowed. In deserts, not here. Telangana is not a desert yet. Right? So you don't need to get to that point. Okay, next. What is the next condition? Only if you don't find anything else to eat, right? You can kill a goat. Now, where will I find a goat? Can anybody go find a goat? How much time it will take for you to find a goat now? Go out of this gate, go outside.
Very difficult to find a goat nearby.
Isn't it? Not easy. What will happen? I've gone to find a goat. I go to that chaurasta. Immediately I see one dosa, somebody selling dosa. I will not get the goat. Mil gaya na? Because what was the first condition? You should not have anything else to eat. So you found something. You will eat. So what is Shastra doing? It is giving you more reasons to come out of it. When you don't want your children to watch TV, what do? You restrict their time. Saying that you can only watch for 1 hour. But what is the intention behind watching that 1 hour? So one day he'll leave watching only. Again, it's not needed for him. Some things are not needed for him. So you put so conditions are put to restrict in essence. You understand it? Why does people put conditions? So that actually you don't want it. You want to restrict it slowly so they can go to a point. Second condition. You have to find it goat. Third condition. You have to take that goat to a Kali temple. Kali temple abhi Gachibowli mein kidhar milega? Right? Those days there is no Google map also. So I have to literally go and find a Kali temple. I have to go village to village. Where is the Kali temple? So I have to take the goat to the Kali temple. Third condition. Fourth condition. It has to be a Amavasya night. Ab bhi nikla Amavasya. After how many days Amavasya will come? Huh? 15 days or 1 month? 1 month. Again it will come. Complete eclipse. So now I wanted to eat goat biryani. Not to wait for how long? 1 month. In between that 1 month, I might go outside, I might see somebody selling idli, I have to eat. Finish. Over. Again one condition gone. Huh? Now, what is the fifth condition? You have to take that goat to the Kali temple and kill it. Okay, so all the conditions are there. I have to get a goat. I have nothing to eat. Goat only. I have to find that. I have to find a Kali temple on a Amavasya night. I have to take it and kill it. Sixth condition. You only have to kill it. Not like you give it there and say, "Iska biryani bana ke lekar aao." No. You have to kill it. You have to hold its neck. Kill it. You have to hold its neck. Not like somebody else is holding. You have to kill it. Seventh condition. When you are killing it, you should tell one mantra. Then you should kill it. That mantra is like an agreement. What is that mantra? Hey my goat, next life, when you are hungry, you can kill me. You will not get any karma. In this life, I am killing you because I am hungry. What to do? But I am giving you assurance, next life you can kill me. You want to know what is that mantra? Tell it. Mamsa, Mamsa, Mamsam, Mas. ये उसी का एक्सटेंशन है. Mamsa is a mantra. Mamsa, kill me. So we'll hold its neck. Mamsa, we'll cut it off. Now what do? We go to the store and 2 kg mamsa me. And it doesn't work like that. Reaction will come to you. Right? It's there. Where did the word mamsa come from? Mamsa. Surprisingly, even English translation, meat, is me eat. I don't know how it came. I'm speculating this. But just think about it. It's there. Now, I'm not a follower of Quran or Bible. But even in Quran, there are 7 conditions to kill a goat. 7 conditions. All the conditions are the same. The only difference is instead of Kali temple, you take it to a masjid. And kill it in such a way that the blood comes out smoothly without any pain. And then cut the whole thing, make it into 7 pieces. You can only take 1 piece home, you have to distribute the remaining. Why you have to distribute the remaining? Because somebody else would have got the goat to that place to kill. He already got meat, so he'll leave the goat. I got it, na? Why should I kill? 7 pieces. When you follow all these things, when you follow from, I don't have anything else to it, it has to be goat, it has to be in the masjid, on a certain day, and this way, that way, I am cutting it, and the blood is going, it is dying, and then I take 7 pieces, I take 1 home, give it, then it's called halal. Then it's called halal. Otherwise it is haram. It's there.
Right.
It is there. How many are following it? How many are following it? Nobody is following it. Right? In the 10 commandments which were told in Bible, thou shalt not kill. First commandment, thou shalt not kill. There is no question of killing. But I will not follow. I will do whatever nonsense I want to do. Because there is somebody else now who is right to give his blood for my sins. One blood bank is there, na? So I'll take advantage of it. Nobody wants to follow. See, I'm not a proponent of the scriptures. I don't want to get into detail of that. There are a few more things I can tell, but that's not my goal here. All I'm telling here is, are you ready for the reaction for every action?
Yes.
But remember, even if you're not ready, will the reaction come?
Yes.
It will come. Has to come. There is no question. And so many scriptures are there, so many Puranas are there, so many things are mentioned where actually incidents have happened. Don't miss the session on Who Am I, where I'm going to tell you many things with proof, with pictures actually. Right? So people in the mode of ignorance, they eat tasteless things. Come again. Yeah, can you read that whole thing once again, Roji? People in the mode of ignorance, what do they eat? What is their food choice? Tasteless? You already?
Mode of ignorance.
Yeah.
Tasteless, stale, putrid, decomposed, uncleaned, cooked more than 3 hours before being eaten. Remnants of the meals of others, meat, fish, eggs, liquor, mushrooms, onion, garlic, etc.
See, these things you can't offer it to God, right? Even in Satyanarayana, you can't offer mushrooms, you can't offer onion, garlic. Why? Because they're tamasic. They increase the tamasic. So very simple funda. If you cannot offer to God, why are you having it? Just think about it. That means you are ready to lead a life where there is no God. Prabhuji, on that day of Pratham, right, Prabhuji? No, that means what? Monday God, Tuesday no God. Right? I love you, darling, but only from 2 to 3 o'clock. What kind of love is that? Just think about it. किसको कौन धोखा दे रहा है? Go and tell your wife, oh, you are my John, you are my darling. She'll ask, कब? When? So you should have that intelligence. How are we dealing with God? Prabhuji and Mataji, the goal of this session is not to make you vegetarians. The goal of this session is to make you aware. So we start thinking about it slowly. Should I lead a responsible life, and should I elevate myself from Tamo to Rajo to Sattva to Shuddha Sattva? It's our choice. After telling the entire Bhagavad Gita, Krishna asks Arjuna, hey Arjuna, did you understand? You want me to repeat it or you're good with it? Can you imagine? All other scriptures, so-called scriptures, they say, if you don't follow it, I'll sartan sajda, phat. And look at Bhagavad Gita, the greatest scripture Shankaracharya is telling, and Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, by the way, Partha, did you understand everything, or you want me to repeat it, or any questions? More questions? Any explanation needed? What a humble, respectful, grateful God is. Just think about it. He's not ordering, he's telling, how you tell. It's your choice, Partha. You can lift the weapon and you can do the war. Or you can leave it. Right? Because God respects all of us. In the same way, knowledge is important. Knowledge is not information. Ultimately, it should lead to transformation. Slowly. Overnight, don't do. Overnight, if you do, you'll immediately stop. That's not the way. Anything should go slowly. I'll get up early in the morning. That's a very good start. And the beauty about Sattva Guna is that even if you start one quality of Sattva Guna, everything else will automatically follow. One goodness will change everything in you. I'm telling you one minimum thing. Start sleeping early, getting up early. You see how your life will change. Your choices also will change. You will not get that tamasic thoughts. Because early in the morning, nobody will want to have a, vodka or a champagne. Have you seen any friend coming 4:30 in the morning? Hey, vodka pite hai. You seen it? But 7 o'clock in the evening? Yes. Tamasic. Even the day, 24 hours is divided into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Early in the morning is Sattva. Right? And as the sun comes out, Rajas, my report, my status, my promotion, I'm working. As the day starts, as the sun starts going down, Tamasic, let's enjoy. Both come here. All sinful activities are done night only. All murders are done in the night only. Just go and see. All the criminals, they do all the things in the night time only. Not in the early hours. After Brahma Muhurta, nobody will do. Right? Simple. There is whole equation of how things are. Yeah. So here it is a tasteless thing. They don't mind eating tasteless things also. Tamasic people. They'll take the pizza, they'll put it in microwave 20 times. Eat it every day. Putrefied, completely stale food they like to eat. You don't know when they have cut it, when they are doing it, you like to eat rotten things. You like to eat what? Rotten things. Actually, food that should be offered to God should be prepared then only. You can't prepare 2 days before and then you offer to God. The logic here when Lord Krishna says 3 hours is he is expecting us to worship God in the house. And whatever we cook, we offer it to God. So automatically, you are cooking it now, you are offering it now. You don't cook in the morning and offer in the night. That same logic works. So, you say, Prabhuji, but I go to office in the morning, I have to keep my dabba and go for evening also. How many have that question? When you offer it as prasad, after 3 hours also it is good. Ignorance doesn't come into that food. But it's not a license to eat for 2 days. Try to keep it fresh. It's good for your health. Ayurveda and Veda. Ayurveda is coming from Veda only. And Ayurveda ultimately leads you to God. How can I be fit enough so I can go back to God? That Ayurveda helps you. Purpose of Ayurveda is not to increase Ayu. Of course, Ayurveda, knowledge to increase age. But for what? So you can use that age for spiritual activities. So remnants of other, jhuta, kisi aur ka jhuta khana, I'll take the same bottle, you also drink, give the same bottle. No. It increases tamasic qualities in you. Never pick up from somebody else's plate and eat it. No, it's not right. You should not do that. Jhuta kisi ka bhi nahi khana. Yeah, only wife can take the jhuta of her husband. A disciple can take the jhuta of his guru. Those 2 things are allowed. But everything else is not allowed. Right? Okay, we'll discuss about onion garlic. Why no? I'll send a small lecture, you can hear that in detail. We don't have to spend here on onion garlic. Okay, mode of passion.
Mode of passion, Rajo. Too bitter, sour, salty, pungent, rich, dry or hot. Causes pain, distress and disease.
Right? Too salty, too tikha. Some people eat direct mirchi also. Direct, There is one, Mataji, she goes to the market, sabzi mandi. She says, mirchi kitne ka diya? 50 rupees. Take minute. Acha nahi. Arey baap re. Passionate people, that's what they want it too hot. Everything should be very hot. Right? Once there were 3 Matajis were discussing, how nicely they make tea for their husbands. One Mataji told, I make hot tea, my husband loves it. Another Mataji says, really? I also make hot tea. I literally boil it and put it in his mouth. Third Mataji is thinking, what should I do? She said, my husband is even better. I put chai patta, doodh, everything into his mouth and make him sit on the stove. Passion. I want it to be hot. I want it to be like, There are people like that. That's not good for you. It creates disease. Too hot, too cold. Not good. Too bitter, too salty, too... Nahi. Sattvic people don't like it. It has to be simple. Yeah. Can somebody go to the mode of goodness?
Mode of goodness, Sattva, increase longevity, purifies one's existence, gives strength, health, happiness and satisfaction. Nourishing, sweet, juicy, fattening and palatable, milk, grains, sugar, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. It should increase your lifespan, sattvic food. It should be fresh, fatty things, like makhan, not Amul ka makhan, original makhan, right? Nice milk, not any Distaragara milk, Desi cow milk, right? Fruits. These all things are sattvic food. Mode of goodness, mode of purified goodness. Next.
Hare Krishna. Mode of purified goodness, Shuddha Sattva invokes one's dormant Krishna consciousness prepared by devotees, remnants of the meal of a saintly person.
Yeah. 3 things. 1, it is offered to God, it is prepared by devotees, and it's also Mahaprasad of some Guru. That these 3 things will change your consciousness. When you have prasadam in the temple, you will feel different. When you go and eat in a restaurant, you will feel different. Does food have consciousness? Of course it has consciousness. You go to your house, you are in hostels right now, some of you. You go to your house, your mother will cook a dal and give. Immediately you will feel some love in it. Right? Immediately, you can't tell, I'm not feeling it. And even if you don't know your mother has prepared, you have it and you will feel the difference. Person who is cooking also matters. It matters. And when you offer it to God, it even more becomes sweeter and even more becomes nice. Do you like the prasad that we serve here? Yeah, because why? It's being cooked by a devotee. His name is Karthik Prabhu. He chants 16 malas every day. He cooks this prasad. Right? And he offers it to God before it comes here. Right? And then we have it. It makes a big difference. It changes our consciousness. What we think we cannot change will change when you start eating prasad. God is in the center. So there are shlokas. Whatever I wrote here are not my choices. 17.7, 17.8, 9, 10, etc. Next shloka. Can charity be bad? Of course, charity is good. Go to the next slide. Ignorance, passion, goodness and... So, can somebody read the ignorance, charity?
Mode of ignorance, tamo, performed at an improper time and place to an unworthy person like a gambler or drunkard or contemptuously without respect.
So if you are doing charity but don't have any respect, that's not charity. And you are doing it at an improper time, to an improper person. I was coming back from US and one of my cousin called me and said, bring a nice black label for your, Jiju. I said, I'll not bring that nonsense. Oh, you don't love your Jiju? No, it's an improper thing to give. Why should I give alcohol to him? I can get some dry fruits for him. I can get some clothes for him. Why such a horrible thing? But people think that is love. People go and tell also, I brought this also. But that is good. That is charity only. But in the mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance. Right? And giving it to people who are not worthy of it is also bad charity. Charity means it should be given to the right person at the right time, in the right way, in the right consciousness. Then only it's charity. And how much charity should be given? Kitna dena chahiye? You should feel a pinch after giving. You are earning 1 lakh rupees, giving 100 rupees charity. Will you feel any pinch? The result of charity comes when you should feel some uncomfortable situation after giving it. Thoda kam dena chahiye tha. Then you have given right charity. You understand? Shastra is very clear about it. Because a charity is a sacrifice. It should be like a sacrifice. After saving everything, after paying my home loan, kuch bacha to main dunga, charity nahi ho. Should give it as a duty. Our ancestors did it. Whatever they got, this part belongs to. That's it. There is no discussion on that. Shadi hoga, ye hoga, sab hoga. But this part belongs to. Our ancestors had gods, our own ancestors I'm talking, whichever, Kamma, Tumma, Chaudhary, whatever you are. If you go 300 years back, same template everybody used to follow in the entire Bharatvarsh. Everybody had deities in the house. Shaligram Shila was there in the house. Whenever good crop came, they would make gold ornaments to the deity. And whenever there was a drought or any situation, they would go and loan it from the god, saying, please, we will bring back more, for your pleasure, but I'm loaning it for the house. God was in the center of everything. Mode of passion, perform to get something in return. I'll go fast a little, we'll end it now. So mode of passion, when you expect return. Mode of goodness, you do it as a duty. Mode of purified goodness, you do it for the pleasure of God. Right? So there are verses behind all of these things, and remaining ones you can read it yourself. I've sent it the slides. Understanding, how does understanding go? Okay, this one thing. Understanding. What is religion? People are understanding their religion. What is a religion? They'll understand the religion. They'll create their own religion. This is mode of ignorance. Right? Mode of passion, they'll be misguided. They'll do whatever they like to do. Mode of goodness as per scripture. Whatever you say. See, any of these things, I'm also keeping the shloka number below. Am I keeping or no? So who are you listening? Me or Krishna? Krishna. Simple. Right? So, can renunciation be bad? Yes, even too much renunciation without response. I'll leave my wife and I'll go to Kashi. No. You will go and get a new wife in Kashi. That's not the point. Right? Point is to become renounced from within. Right? So those are things you should learn. Renunciation. You can read that later. And there is a verse also, how renunciation is important. And so I'll directly go to the main austerity. Go to austerity shloka. Doing upavas on a day it is not supposed to be done. Doing it for a political reason. Doing it because you had a fight in the house. I'm not eating now. I'm going now. This all is bad. Mode of ignorance. Do it because if you make your body suffer, you are basically telling God that the body that you gave me, I'm insulting it. Right? You should keep your body proper. Yeah. Let me go. There are two verses on austerity, 17.14, 17.15. What is real knowledge? For knowledge also, there is a people, knowledge in the mode of ignorance, knowledge in the mode of passion, knowledge in the mode of ignorance. Goodness and pure goodness. You can read this thing. They're self-explanatory. Right? Later you can read. That's your homework. Can you all do that? Yes. Please do that. Because if you do that, you'll learn a lot of things. Yeah. But action, behavior. How do you do action? In the mode of ignorance, passion, goodness. How do you do? Right? And determination. See how much detail Krishna is going. A determined person. If you say, I will do, I am the person who is doer. Even he, whether it is in mode of ignorance doing, mode of passion doing, mode of goodness doing. Krishna is explaining in Bhagavad Gita. Now, let us go. Happiness, destination after death. Okay, destination after death. Now, here it is, he is telling that people in the mode of ignorance, they go to animal kingdom after death. Animal kingdom. Krishna is very clear. If you die in the mode of ignorance, you will not go to higher. People in the mode of passion, they'll take birth again on earthly planets to do work, enjoy. People in the mode of goodness go to heavenly planets. People in Shuddha Sattva go back to Krishna. No more death, no more birth. Right? So it's all mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. So finally the question, so what mode am I in? What mode am I in? What mode are you in? You think. Right? But Krishna is giving an even beautiful answer. He's telling, what mode I am in? He's telling, sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, then passion and ignorance. Sometimes mode of passion becomes prominent, then goodness and ignorance. Sometimes mode of ignorance becomes prominent, more than goodness and passion. So there is always a competition between these three modes. It's up to you which mode becomes more prominent. So you'll see some saintly person, suddenly he'll shout. Doesn't mean that saintly person never shouts. Sometimes that mode affects him. But if you become nicely and saintly, you can control your tendency to shout more and more. You can't transform all of a sudden. Hey, Prabhuji, you are a devotee, you are speaking like that. I am trying to become a devotee. I am not a devotee yet. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes chanting. When you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What is the mantra doing? Manastrayate iti mantra. It is controlling your mind. When your mind is controlled, your desires are controlled. When desires are controlled, what will the modes do to you? Only when you have a desire, the modes can affect you. When you control your mind, everything will come under control. But can you control mind? You can't control mind. Only through God's names you can control mind. So chanting is very important. So coming to satsang, hearing Bhagavad Gita class is not enough. If you don't chant, nothing will work. This whole thing will be like time pass. Prabhuji, आप अच्छा बोलते अच्छा time pass हो गया चलो next. बस इतना ही होगा. After all the sessions also no change will come if you don't chant. So what is the best mode to be in? What is the best mode to be in? Shuddha Sattva. Not even Sattva. Now who is telling this? Krishna is telling. Please repeat after me. 2.45. Can you go to that slide? This is the last shloka. 2.45. Please repeat after me. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Nirdvandva Nitya Sattvasto. Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So Krishna is telling here, Traigunya Vishaya Vedo Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna Nirdvandva Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. What is the meaning of the Vedas? Deal mainly with the subject of three modes of material nature. Krishna is telling. All the Vedas are dealing with three modes of material nature. Oh Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. He is not telling become Sattva. Krishna is not telling become Sattva. He is telling Vedas are dealing with the three modes, Arjuna. Rise yourself above. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety and establish in the self. Saying, raise yourself above this and fix yourself in God consciousness. Khatam. You will come back. So you do this war as my order. Don't do it with the revenge. Because Kauravas have insulted your wife, because they tried to kill your mother Kunti in Varnavrat, because you were taken away your kingdom. Then you will do war in what mode? Passionate mode. Revenge. Right? Or even tamasic mode you can do the war. This war is dharma kshetra. This is for establishing dharma, not for establishing revenge. You are doing it for a purpose. The purpose has to be above your personal purpose. Right? That is Bhagavad Gita. So lead a life not for your happiness, for the happiness of the entire universe. Stay connected with God. Serve others. Madhava Seva, Manava Seva. Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. But only saying Manava Seva is Madhava Seva is madness. That is goodness level. But pure goodness is what? Madhava Seva, Manava Seva. When you serve God, automatically serve others. Are we doing Anadan here? But this is Krishna's satsang. Why am I doing Anadan? Because Krishna is pleased when we do Anadan. Simple. Who are the people who distribute maximum food? Politicians? Hospitals? Temples. What are temples putting in the papers? I have distributed this much food. Is Tirupati Devasthanam putting how many plates of free prasadam they are serving? They never put. But that's part of their thing. In Kumbh Mela, thousands and thousands of plates of prasadam is being distributed. ISKCON is doing it in a big way. Are they publicizing? No. God conscious people don't get into publicity. I went to Badrikashram. I asked the pujaris, Badrikashram, such a remote place, and who is maintaining this temple so much? 6 months, all the rush is coming. They told Ambanis are maintaining Badrikashram. I was like, what? Did Ambanis put in their brochure? Can you see in their shares that they are maintaining? They never tell these things. I'm not praising Ambanis. I'm not telling everything. But I'm saying people do it as a matter of duty. For that matter, many Banyas also, many, Vaishyas, they keep, they counter that. Whatever extra money they put into that. They give it for Go Seva, they give it for temple. Very good. Are we doing it? Are we regularly giving out something from our whatever we are earning? No, we think that is very less for us. Right? We should start doing it. We should start doing it. Then who will get relief? Person who is getting charity will get relief, or person who is giving charity will get relief? Giving charity person will become a little free. नहीं तो जकड़ के दिएंगे. मेरा पैसा, मेरा salary, मेरा. Then you will never be happy. It should become part of your habit to give. And then when you give, you receive more. Right? So here Krishna is saying, rise yourself above the three modes. Then you will be happy in life. So please go through all these slides once again. Just sit down, and if you come with friends here, each of you can read with each other. So let's do a small kirtan. First we'll do Narshing Arti, and then we'll do a little kirtan. And I request everyone to get up and do a little circular dance. Can you all do that? Yeah, Prabhuji is this side and Mata is this side. First let us sing Narshing Arti. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadadayine. Hiranya Kashi Korvakshaha. Shilakantana Kalaye. Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho. Yato Yami Tato Narsimho. Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho. Narasingha नामधिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरेण कामद्भुतशृङ्गा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदत्ता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव करकमलवरे अद्भुतशृङ्गा दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदत्ता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश